Hi there, everybody, and welcome back to Play Dicely. My name is Teni Dicely, and I'm going to be your game master this evening, and we've been gone for a whole month, but we're finally back. So glad everybody could be here. Episode number 52, but I'm not here alone, because that's not how you do D&D. That's how you do authoring. So let's hop on over to my collection of friends and wonderful cast. Hello to the lot of you.
Hello.
Hello.
I do think you should write a book, though, Denny. I think that'd be
Hello.
really, I think it'd be good.
I would love to do like some sort of like lore compilation thing for this setting. Like that would be a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we've had a month away. Hopefully everybody's rested. I know I am not. It was a very busy month.
Cheers to that, my friend.
Good
God
one.
is rest.
Hello,
Rest is
John
an
and Miss in
illusion.
chat. Thank you to Captain Redbeard who just followed us during the intro there. So happy to
Yeah.
have people here. We don't have too many announcements today. The one thing I will throw out, for those of you who have been very graciously faithful to us here on Twitch, at some point in the future, it very well might possibly be that we are beginning to plan to start streaming on YouTube instead, but I've yet to figure out that transition and also figuring out if it is the optimal move. So be sure to follow us on our Discord, social media, Twitter, maybe. I don't know. It's kind of burning over there. But yeah, follow us definitely on Discord at least, because that's the most consistent place to keep up with all the stuff. I've picked more than 4 pounds of berries this week already. It's been a crazy week. Well, it sounds like we're all in the same berry picking boat. Here's the Discord link. With that being said, I'm going to pass it over to one of the 3 players who recently got to have some fun in another stream. Dallas,
Oh,
you've
is
been
that
picked.
me? Uh-oh. Hey, Christy, Anthony, and I got to play in OKSDM's new system that he's just come up with. Sagas Setting and Genre Agnostic System, I believe is what it stands for.
Whoa.
Okay,
Nice.
the
I
group
did
seems
not,
to agree.
I did not know that.
That sounds very cool. I'm going to
It is
see
very
this.
cool. No, it was a really cool system. Super like rules light, very like pick your own flavor kind of thing. It was really fun. Christy played the most chaotic little gremlin I've ever seen her play. And that is on OKSDM's channel. So if you want to go check that out, go check that out. Go check out his new system. It's very cool.
I'm going to quickly write a shout out command for them.
Sorry, it's too quick for you.
I didn't
It
even
was
think about
streamed
that.
on YouTube, though, so I don't know if
Yes.
it would have. It's not going to show up on
Yeah.
Twitch. So check out OKSDM's YouTube channel for the VOD,
Yeah,
and
yes.
he's doing a bunch more streams of this new system throughout this month and beyond. So make sure you catch up with those. Doing big play test. System's great, and yeah, I hope it goes well for him.
Yeah, Dennis is a great guy too. Like, so I'm glad to hear you guys had some fun, and yeah, I'm very intrigued to eventually check it out myself. Now just trying to find this video so I can link it in the chat. So I'm gonna pass it on over to Ryan for the Timmy.
Hey, gang. So it's been a month, and that's a very long time to go without thanking Tim. And it started to get to me. So I started keeping some like mental journals, and the most recent one was day 31 of not getting to thank Tim. I've started putting cereal in the bowl before pouring the milk. I need help. So thankfully, I got to thank Tim today. Putting milk in the bowl before pouring cereal. My mistake.
Ryan, we need to have a
Oh,
conversation.
Almost no longer friends.
I was like, uh-oh.
maybe it's like that's just how much help I required because I thought that was not the norm. Regardless, we're here to thank Tim, the herald of our successes, the herald of our failures, the music that comes before whatever transpires. Our lovely man Tim Tabletop from Tabletop Audio. Hell yeah, thank you, Tim. Go to his website, tabletopaudio.com, and remember, putting the cereal in the bowl first is the norm. Putting milk first is problematic.
All right, well, here we are being very judgmental on our cereal eating habits.
Yeah, who in this like window didn't freak out right when he said that? Who are we judging?
I that's how long it's been. I forgot. No, just
Yes, Kumbala, that is how you know.
That's
No.
the test.
That's the test. That's how you know your brain is 100%. 100%.
Yeah.
The brain is replaced. You put
Yep.
you put milk before cereal. That's messed up.
Wow.
Sorry, guys, I scared you there.
Oh,
That was really upsetting. I don't
You're
know
like,
if I'm gonna
boy,
be able to
am
do
I-
this.
Am I gonna have to lose a friend? Is this what's happening?
Yeah, it's like-
We're gonna have to find a new player. Who's playing Gideon now? I don't know.
Yeah. I'll
Not
just
even
play both
replace the character,
characters.
just have someone else play you.
he drowned in milk.
You get recast.
Hey, I've got lots of problems, but I can shoot them all away with my gun.
I got
so.
99 problems in putting milk in before the cereal's one of them.
Yeah.
Yep. That's how it feels.
Jonas, I need to have a
4
talk with you about like how tea works in the UK because I feel like I've been misled. So we'll have a conversation later. Just reading what you wrote there. Anyway,
Well, before we delve too deeply into everybody's food making habits, how would you all like to play some Dungeons and Dragons?
Let's do it.
Let's do
I'm
it.
scared.
Don't be scared.
Good. Excellent. All right.
Here's
There.
the mind killer.
Very well then. Where we left off. Learned Hillip Rowe had been murdered, and the Armadon Ferrek Ironbender has been apprehended at the scene of the crime. The Seekers leapt into action to get involved into the investigation. The party interviewed the remaining Learned Circle members who were hiding away in Learned Pollen Bay's fortress home. And as part of that interaction, Learned Quillanthry asked the party to protect her daughter, Nivara, seemingly unknowing about the party's current rapport with her. Investigating the scene of the crime, the party determines that it seemed that Hillip may have purposefully got himself killed by Ferrek, and that there was an additional creature in the room at the scene of the crime, due to the discovery of a footprint of a small creature with reptilian feet hidden beneath Hillip's desk. The Seekers also head to the Temple of the High Planetary to collect Nivara Quillanthry and to speak with the corpse of Hillip via Drax, speak with dead magic. They learned that Hillip died when he went to Balesville weeks ago, confirming that the Hillip they've been interacting with hadn't really been him. He also says not to trust the 4 Arturian Knights he traveled to Balesville with, and that he trusts the rest of the Learned Circle, despite their flaws. Azaria and Alwyn headed to the Arcanet University to research the reptilian creature, learning about a sighting of a small brain-like creature with reptilian legs that occupied a person's head cavity. And the rest of the party headed on over to Frostjaw Tower, the base of operations for the Arturian Knights, where they learned that the 4 Arturian Knights that were with Hillip in Balesville had died overnight. The party reconvenes at the tower where we now join them. They had teleported Nivara back to their keep, and then headed into the prison beneath the tower to speak with the imprisoned Armadon, only to discover a guard whose air had been sucked out of their lungs, and Ferrek Ironbender himself being suffocated in his cell by an invisible force of some kind. So that brings us to where we are now. Can we switch back to the scene? There we go. All right. Well, good folks of the stream, I'm going to bring you on over to this battle map, and then we're going to roll some initiative.
Oh boy.
Oh god.
Goodbye.
Let's put you all here.
I don't know if you can see it, but I drew a little picture of a bell and Drax saying, "Fight!"
It's like specifically
Right.
green screened out.
Yeah.
Great.
Heck, it's hold on. That's
Our
annoying.
cave.
Stream captured the wrong. Was capturing the wrong. Was capturing my DM feed as opposed to my player feed. Curse you,
Oh,
internet!
Ferrek looks cool as hell.
Ferrek
That-
does look cool as
It's
hell.
not entirely accurate because Ferrek is a teal tiefling with a single horn that like curves up and over. So this is just kind of a
Ew.
placeholder.
Great placeholder.
Oh wow, man! Thank you.
Also, I rolled a 26
Hey, look at your
initiative, gamers.
initiative.
Yeah, don't forget to click on your
Shoot
token
that
and then
wing.
roll your initiative.
It has
Or
been
if
done.
you roll analog, roll your dice
Ugh.
and then add yourself
Terrible.
to the initiative order.
9.
Same, bud.
This is pretty much what I was
Frickin-
expecting from this guy.
I saw Alwyn's 22 right when I clicked. I was like 22. I was like, no.
Yeah.
Nay.
Oh.
What's your dex?
+4.
Yeah, you go before me.
I'm more dexterous?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
He's a wisdom build cleric, man. Or monk.
Nice.
Okay. Move all these things around. So, as far as the lot of you are currently aware, I suppose I better, now that you've all rolled initiative, get this in the correct order of things. So, first up is Gideon. So, to paint the scene for you guys,
Yes, please. I was like, wait a minute. Hold on one second.
Where are
a
we?
lot of you are in the Underhill Prison, which is beneath Frostjaw Tower. In this room, there are 2 levels. You guys are currently up on this upper kind of balcony that follows this circular room. There are wooden bridges that kind of connect breaks that have passages that break off further into the Underhill. In the center of the room, on the lower level, there is a well with a roof covering and a handle operating for a bucket on the one side of it. And there is also the running water that goes around this small island that is currently covered over with a grate. So you can walk over it, but there is water underneath it that is flowing. As far as you are aware right now, the Armadon is currently being suffocated by an entity you cannot see. But you are aware of its presence due to some whipping winds that are in this space. Drac, you hear more winds in this space too.
Oh dear.
Oh no! Why?
There's more of them.
So, Gideon, you definitely can hear that there is noise coming kind of from behind him. If you'd like to let me know where you're targeting.
Sorry, where I'm targeting?
Or whatever action you're going to do. If you're going to attack, let me know where you'd like to target, because they're invisible.
I do have an idea. It's gonna be a bit of quick thinking. I'm gonna see whatever the hell this is going on. And, like, his first instinct is gonna be, like, raise his gun, but then he's like, no, I'm gonna shoot his head off. So he's gonna, like, put his gun on his back, and he basically turns around to the party, and he says, shut your eyes, and he pulls out a flash bomb and throws it into the cell, and he covers his eyes.
Hey.
When did
You
you get
tell-
flash bombs?
He got a bunch of
Last
bombs. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
We've been sitting around for a month. We've all got fun new toys.
Yeah.
Some of us can't use our fun toys. I don't have fun.
Yeah, mine are in the shop.
Someone's my new toys. It's
Uh,
still being worked on. Yeah.
So,
Gideon, could you tell me the effect and what I must do?
I thought there was a flash bomb. You sent me a document with 3 bombs. It does not have a flash bomb on it. Now I'm concerned.
Uh-oh.
He accidentally threw a frag grenade.
Everyone cover your eyes. We all just like explode.
Cover your eyes! It's secretly incendiary! No, it's probably what I might do then. Oh no, that might just make the situation worse. Okay, in that case, I think I wrote that down wrong then. It might be a firebomb. That would track. So I won't throw that, because I'm just going to set him on fire. I don't want to do that. Okay, shit. What the hell can I do?
Yeah, with smoke, fire, and fragmentation.
Okay, I wrote that down wrong. That's my mistake. I got excited about flashbang grenades probably and was like, ooh. So, you know, that's how I roll, I guess. So a smoke bomb's probably going to make that situation worse, I think. I don't know. If it's a creature of air, maybe not, because, like, smoke would make air, like, problematic for, like, everybody in that space, maybe? I don't know. I don't want to shoot him. Do I, like, poke him with my bayonet? I don't...
Hold your
Like-
action.
Yeah, hold your action because I can help maybe.
All right. Also, there looks like there's some cool shit going on the main floor. So actually, I have an idea. Gideon's going to take a rope out of his backpack, and he's going to tie it around the railing here. And then he's going to hang it down over the ledge, just in case people need to go down and don't want to take the stairs. So I need to roll a check for that, I think.
You know what? It'll be fine. People will have to make the check to climb up the rope, so...
Very cool.
That's fine. So we'll put a...
I'll just move, like, a little bit away from the cell because I am just so ill-equipped to handle what the hell is going on there. And then I'm going to just gonna freehand a little swirly swoop, and then
Okay, that's very good. Sounds good.
right there, and whoosh. And like little coil on the ground,
Like a little
'Cause it's-
spider leg.
because it's 50 feet of rope, so that's a big ass rope. There you go.
Fair enough. All right, sounds good. After Gideon, it is the creature's turn. Rolling some dice.
Hate that we don't know what's happening at all.
Oh yeah, isn't it great? Isn't it fun? Are we having fun? Are you having fun yet?
You're concerning me.
Yeah.
How many dice are you rolling for
Is
this
this
man?
fun for you?
I'm
Is
just
this fun
trying to
for
find a
you?
pencil. Is this fun for you?
I'm hydrating.
Oh yeah, we have to hydrate. It's been redeemed.
Could I have somebody roll a D4 for me? Adam.
Me.
Okay, Christy
Oh.
said me. Christy, roll a
Adam
D4
should do
for
it?
me.
I got a 1. Is it good or bad? A 1?
1. Null's dead. Having fun?
No. Also, we didn't mention it in the beginning, but this is my birthday stream.
Oh, that's a
So
good
if
point.
Denny
So
kills
you're
me,
not allowed to die.
I'm not allowed to die. I'd also
Yeah.
love it if no one else died either.
Christy's birthday's coming up on Wednesday. Happy
Yeah.
early birthday.
Thank you so much. What did I just trigger?
So, a lot of you, Gideon hops that way to put down a rope to the lower level, and a lot of you watch as Ferrek is like holding his throat and falls over unconscious.
Oh, fuck.
Boy, I fucking knew it.
Is his cell open, or is he like locked in and we were like on
He
the other
is
side
locked
and
in.
can't
There
get into him?
there is like a door, but there is like a lock on it. You guys remember
Oh.
that you had seen that there were guards dead on the lower level, or at least one that you noticed. So,
Yeah.
all right.
Is it like a padlock or like built into the door?
It's like single keyhole built into the door.
Okay, cool.
All right, so shooting it is not going to fix the problem. All right, maybe
okay.
shoot a padlock.
Guards are so far away.
All
I
right.
have
and-
night.
Okay, good. I'm glad you do. I don't have
All right. The air intensifies Azaria, Elwyn, and Abe. And
Yeah.
Abe does a 13 hit.
Nope.
Azaria does a 20 hit.
Surprisingly, no. Without armor, my AC jacked up.
Wait, really?
Uh,
You pulling my leg? You're pulling my leg.
pulling your
Okay.
leg. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I'm looking at the stat block down there. With armor, you're 16, which will probably be different because your armor got improved. I'll have to do that
14
at some
right
point.
now.
Gotcha. So, Abe, you feel just this like impact of wind come and like beat against your armor, but it doesn't really have too much of an impact on you. Azaria, without armor, on the other hand, you're going to take 8 points of bludgeoning damage as you feel like you just got punched in the center of your chest.
Oh, I wish I was a barbarian.
Okay. Let's see. Abe on the back side of you. Another 13. And an 18.
Still miss. My mithril plate saves me.
You're on either side of you. You're feeling these impacts that are just kind of beginning to shove you around. Gideon, who had moved away. A 24.
Nah. I'm a Tarask.
Okay, you're going to take 7 points of Tarask damage.
No! I use legendary resistance.
It's bludgeoning.
All right.
And then a second impact for 9.
That's a miss.
To hit. Excellent. Oh, need to move that guy. All right. That is the end of their turn. That brings us to Abe. You've been hit from on map, your left and your right. You have a rough idea where these things are currently positioned, at least the ones around you.
Is there anything between me and the door to Ferrek's prison?
So the door is roughly where Drac is currently. Oh, I didn't mean to draw that. Let's just throw... So that's like where the door is.
Okay.
It's pretty much the left side for all these cells as well. I'm not going to draw them.
Am I able to stand in this spot here?
Yeah, I'd allow it.
Okay. I guess I'll move there.
One's going to take an opportunity attack against you.
Okay.
A 23 to hit.
That'll do it.
You're going to take 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Oh, do I reduce that?
It is non-magical, so I believe yes.
Yep. Okay. I'll just try to hack at the lock, I think. If
So
I can see like a bolt going from the lock to another thing, I'll try to just cut through the bolt with my axe.
Oh, I see. Okay, so that's going to require a very precise hit.
Axes are famously precise, so
I'll tell you what. If you can get a 25 or higher on this attack roll, you'll hit it. You'll have to do, at minimum, 20 damage.
okay. I mean, I got 3 attacks to do it.
Easy.
I mean, I crit, so
You bastard. Oh, gosh. I don't remember if we were playing with this rule or not, but you may have a point of inspiration for critting.
We're not, but it's okay. Just give it to him.
I'm just
Take it.
excited.
So it's new numbers. It's 24 on the dice plus 7, 31 damage.
That door is bashed open.
Cool.
Let's go.
Once again, did not mean to draw a thing.
So I went
Let's go.
like 5, 10. I guess I'll step through 15, 20. I'm just gonna do a sweep with my axe, like just across above Ferrek, to see if I can catch anything that's like hovering above him or in his space.
Okay, so you're attacking his space.
Yeah,
Okay,
if I'm able to do that without hitting him.
understood. You do not hit a target there.
Okay.
You've got one more attack if you have 3 attacks.
Yeah. I'll go one space above. So like right here.
All right.
Oh, I should also... Sorry, I should be with light, my token.
Oh, right.
Like
You should
cast light
have...
on my axe.
Yes, go ahead and swap yourself out.
Should I roll an attack roll?
You do miss again.
Okay. That's my turn, I think.
All right. Very well. Then that'll bring us down to Elowin. You are up.
I had a plan, and now I don't have a plan. Okay, am I aware, because these things were attacking Abe, who was beside me, can I tell that there was air around me?
Oh yeah, there was definitely like, Azaria's been hit, Abe's been hit. So
Yeah.
they're roughly in this area, there seems to be like 2 creatures.
Yeah. Okay. So if I threw a fireball like over here somewhere, in such a way that it came close to me but not hit me, is that an option? Is there other stuff in this prison that I shouldn't be lighting on fire? So many of my spells require seeing the thing, so I'm very limited in options.
Oh dear. Let's see. I believe we have a fireball token here.
God, it's so big.
So like, I think you can move it around as well, so feel free to do that.
Yeah.
Are you able to?
No. But I could have pulled my own one on, probably. If I knew where these were. Okay, I mean, yeah. Generally this. Ah! I don't know what to do.
Do you want to hold? Because I can maybe help with the seeing of things potentially.
Interesting. You should be able to control it.
I can kind of click on it. I can't really move it. Did I do that?
No, I did that.
I don't know what's happening. Okay, well, see, that's kind of where I want to be, but I feel like I'm getting hit in that blast, so that's not
You
where I
are,
want.
yeah.
Well, you know, what if I just... Oh, now I can't grab myself.
There, now
Okay,
you
what
should
if
be
I back up over here? Can I skip my way back over here and then throw the fireball in such a way that it was in this previous spot? Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that should be fine. There is going to be an attack of opportunity against you.
That's okay. We're gonna do that!
19 to hit.
Of course it does.
You're going to take 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Wait, what? Why are you being hit?
I
She moved away.
Oh, Jesus.
And
Okay.
they're right beside me.
Great.
All right, so that's your course of action then?
Yeah.
All right.
So just toss that there.
All right. Elwyn, you let loose this fireball that unleashes at a point and then just detonates. That bridge is engulfed in flame, and there is also a creature within that area that only got an 8 on its dexterity save.
It's 29 fire damage.
Ooh. That now. Get it out of my way. That was 29, you said?
Yeah.
All right. And within the
Then I'll
flame...
use my...
Oh. Within the flame,
go
there's
ahead.
just like, you see the movement erratic of just wind within the flame going berserk.
Super. And I'm going to use my bonus action to share intuition with Azaria. Of 11 temp HP.
That's good.
I think that's the
a
best
lot.
I've
Way
seen you
better
roll
than I
on
ever
that.
roll for you.
Okay.
I rolled 2 dice, and they're d10s now, so in theory it should be better, right?
There we go.
11's the average, I think.
Well, I feel like I roll 1s for you often, so
I was gonna
you should
say,
be thankful for
I don't
this.
think I've ever seen you roll above like 7 for that
Yeah.
ability. So
Yeah, oh, that's good. That's everything for your turn, Elwyn.
Yes.
Then that brings us to Nell.
Okay. Firstly, aid has been cast on Rhea.
I'm pretty sure
It-
me, because my HP was high.
Yeah, and Gideon. Okay, I just want to remind everyone that's there.
Right.
Just so you guys know, so it's 5. So when the flame went off, like, did an outline appear or anything, or not so much?
It was within the fireball, so. Also,
But like, I wouldn't have seen anything, right? Specifically.
I'm not putting down a marker if that's what you're asking. That bridge is on fire.
Great. Okay. Sucks. Ass.
Jonimus has redeemed a safe wild magic surge.
Oh,
Christy, I need you to make a D100 roll.
Oh
Goodbye,
boy.
sword again.
Do not lose the sword
Why?
again. We're gonna lose. These are harmless outside of
birthday.
combat, not within.
92.
Oh god.
Oh my god, that is so birthday because that's my birthday year.
Ooh.
Ismet.
Exciting. What do?
Oh, weird. This says sing Christy happy birthday?
Oh my god, crazy.
We are potentially in grave danger, judging by Denny's face.
No, but it's safe. It's a safe one. Unless it's a motherfucking potted boy in the game.
Denny,
Full elementals
Danny.
upgrade.
I
Here's
don't even
yours.
understand what that means, so I'm going to go to the next one.
Didn't you write them?
I took them from different sources. Some of them I did right. This one, clearly not.
Alright, well, if the next one is the sword disappearing, don't do that one, okay? Skip that one.
Yeah. That's not
Because that was not the one that was roll.
fair. Yeah.
Oh,
Fascinating.
No.
Extremely fascinating.
It's not. It's not.
It is a birthday
Thomas.
indeed. Each and every one of you.
Stop that.
If you have an open hand, you find a greater potion of healing in it now. Those of you who do not have an open hand, you get the sense that you now have a greater potion of healing in your equipment.
Whoa.
holy shit!
That's good.
That's fucking
Not even.
awesome.
Thank you.
What a great
You can roll
birthday
good
gift.
things.
Wow. This is the safe table!
I'll take a potion of greater healing. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent.
Talk about value.
Yeah, I took
Yeah.
that aside. Perfect. Wish I could make that happen on command. That'd be amazing. Fuck, I still don't know what to do though. Right. We decided that Rhea can't cast anything, right? You don't have
No,
your
I can
shit,
cast all the spells I have prepared are ones I can cast.
but you don't have fairy fire.
I do have fairy fire because it doesn't
Oh, you-
have material components.
Oh, okay. Great. I'm gonna bank on you having that then, because I need to do other things. Mainly
Wow,
buff
maybe
you.
I need to do other things.
Well, I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on you, so that your AC goes up by 2. So I can't concentrate on both of them is the issue. So I'm gonna concentrate on that and try to keep you from being hit as much. So, great. And then I'm just gonna use my action to channel Divinity, and get my wild magic weapon, and then, Jesus, I just kind of, I can't like swap places with someone, right?
Correct.
Okay. I'll just move like up here at that and then kind of like trying to angle myself so I'm a little bit more in front of Rhea.
Alright, and is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Then we go to Azaria.
Okay. I'm gonna like quickly glancing over at our unconscious friend. Does he look like he's still breathing, or does he look like?
Well, I mean, the fact that he was being suffocated, no, it does not look like he's in the process of breathing.
I can get him, Logan, if you want to do something else.
Cool. I will. Yeah, let's get a little bit further back. 5, 10, 15. Let's go over here.
Right?
And then I'll cast Fairy Fire. This.
I
That's the
believe
size of it.
here's a little fairy fire for you.
Oh, right over the one I drew.
Alright. So that's where you want to cast it?
Yeah.
I think I have to make a save too.
Yeah. Each creature in there needs to make a dex save. DC is
I
20.
Dex. Oh, that'd be really funny if it only affected me. Yep. What's the DC?
I think this number is wrong.
Right, because you should still be
so-
you should be using your intelligence now.
Yes. So what is it? It's 8 plus proficiency plus intelligence.
Yes.
Okay, so no, that number is right. 17.
Flat 20.
So it affects me. That's advantage against
I'll just. It's free to drop concentration.
Yeah.
Right. The second I see only nulls lit up, I just drop concentration on the fairy fire. Then.
Thanks.
Bonus action, I will give null help. Actually, I can't see the
You
creature.
can't see the target. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh.
bonus action, I do a little dance.
Sweet.
Neat.
That's all
What
I
if you
got.
like used the jug to produce mayo and then just threw some mayo and try to like glob the area?
Okay. Okay.
That's
Oh,
actually so smart.
That's actually not a bad
Maybe
plan.
not with mayo, but actually I wonder if I like one of the big liquids, like I think like water's the thing it can produce the most of. Did I just like toss a bunch of water to see, like, you said that there's wind whipping, to see if that wind either gets pulled in, the water gets pulled into something, or like if it's getting pushed away from a direction, to get a better idea of where these things might be.
Is it a bonus action to do that?
I have no idea.
I doubt it.
I've never used the jug in combat.
I mean, who does?
Yeah. Let me look up the alchemy jug.
If it produces wine, right? So
It's
like
an
if
action.
If it was red wine, it
Okay.
could be like really visible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be
You
a
use an
next turn
action
thing.
to name a liquid, and then it does its thing.
Use an
Or
action
honey
to
and
name a
it's stuck
liquid.
to the ground.
That's it. Is that everything for your turn, Azaria?
That is.
Then we're over to Drac.
Apple juice. Okay. I am going to rush to Ferrek's side. Can I swing around Abe to get to the other side of Ferrek?
Where are you trying
go
to get
here?
to?
Right
Yep.
there. Great. And I will kneel down and cast Cure Wounds just to get him up.
All right, fantastic.
And he gets 7 hit points.
All right. He is conscious again, but still
Good.
being suffocated.
Interesting. Okay, I'll pull him up and say, Ferrek! Oh, shit. There's still something on him.
Yeah, it feels like you are also like grappling with something.
Okay,
Like as you're
cool.
trying to like move him. 1 level of exhaustion for him.
Yep. Let me just check something here. I'm going to then, as a bonus action, slam my fists together, and appearing out of the ether around me, these 2 massive muscular draconic arms covered in tattoos just sprout from the air, and a wave of force shoots out from me as I will spend a key point to use my astral arms.
Ooh,
Marvelous.
Cool.
And I can't see the creature, so I can't affect it.
Right, because you can
Damn.
only target creatures that you can see, and also avoid hitting creatures you can see.
Yeah, so I don't attack anyone with this casting of this, but
But your
They're
arms
here.
are out.
my arms are out.
Very good. Anything more in your turn?
That's action, bonus action. That's all I got.
All right. That brings us back to top of initiative with Gideon. You've been hit from, on the map, the lower side of you.
Sorry, the
Or
lower
you-
side.
Down on the map. adjacent to you.
Okay.
You felt something attempt to smack into you.
Okay. Gideon will use his quick draw ability to take his bayonet off of his Winchester and then draw his pistol. And then he will swipe. I have 3 attacks now. Oh boy. So he will swipe here, and then he will swipe here with 2 attacks. Let me know if I collide with anything on the first one.
All right, is make an attack roll.
Oh, there's a thing. Let's see.
You do it with disadvantage because it is invisible.
Oh boy, I'm gonna have a hell of a time with this. So only when it's fixed do I get the +10, so it's a +9 right now. So I'll just do 1d20 +9. That's a crit. That's a crit, baby.
Fantastic.
Disadvantage.
Oh, disadvantage.
Oh no! I pressed disadvantage. No, why is all my crits get taken from me?
Just do it again. Just do it again. Just crit again.
Yeah.
Oh, how's an 18 do?
An 18 is a hit.
That's good.
I suck it.
Do I get stuck in anything at all, or do I like swoop through something and hear like a noise? Or
So as you swipe through the air with your bayonet, there is like a slight resistance that more feels like you're slashing into a like not so powerful tornado, but you get resistance and you hear this like like sucking of air. Go ahead and deal
Okay.
your damage.
it's 1d8 +6.
And this is a the bayonet's magical, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, it is a +1 bayonet. After finding the location-ish of where this thing is, and after feeling that, Gideon's gonna take his pistol and like literally just insert it into that spot and then fire twice. And I will do this also with the disadvantage. Let's go, baby. That's a 23 and a 16. Ignore the cold/fire. I gotta change that. But it's 9 magical piercing and 14 magical piercing. So 23.
Both of those hit.
Very good.
And you pew
So-
pew fire through what is there.
Is it?
More of the
Does it-
same kind of air sucking, like it is being affected. Like it is reacting violently to these attacks.
Okay. I will. I don't. Yeah, just in case someone walks out and casts a wisdom save on me, I'm gonna action surge and get some shit done before something happens. I'm gonna do the shoot maneuver again once more. Slap me with a trademark, baby. That's a 15 to hit.
That's a hit.
Oh, let's go. That's 13 piercing damage. Is the air still resisting? Or shall I fight the weather some more?
Continue.
All right, I shall fight the weather. I will shoot again. That's a critical fail.
Crit
such
fail. The
as
gun
is the
jams.
It's the Ryan experience. So click, and then as that clicks, there's a very quiet, like, you gotta be shitting me. And then a quick slice with the bayonet to round off this set of attacks. Please. 23.
All right. Oh my God, is that 16 on the?
Oh wait, no,
bayonet?
I rolled blunderbuss by
Oh.
accident. What's the dice roll behind that? I'll take the dice roll. Those were good rolls. It's a 12 on the dice plus 10, so 22 to hit, and the damage will be. Hello, damage? 17.
It's better
What?
than the blunderbuss.
No. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's not possible. 13. That's the possible damage. There we go. I rolled like 3d8s for free. That's not the right damage numbies. I'm clicking the wrong thing.
That's funny. You continue
1d8 plus 6 is the number that is the range. So 14 is the max.
You continue to slash through the air and find the resistance. It's still there. It's still reacting. It's not dead.
You gotta be. What the fuck? Oh, do I have that ability yet where I can do things as a bonus action? I think I do. Haha! I will spend a grit point to repair my weapon as a bonus action. So I'm gonna attempt to do that. And this is not a disadvantage. Screw you, air bubble. I'm going to do my Tinkerer's Tools. That's a 15, and I believe that cuts it. I think I have to just make an 11. So
yeah, because it's the misfire plus 10, right?
Yeah, so the pistol's only at 11. There we go. Gun fixed.
Hooray! Hey, Urza, thank you for the follow.
And then that is, let me mark my action search done. That's the end of my turn.
All right, very good. That moves us to the creature's turn. Gideon, having just laid into this thing, I'm going to need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I knew there was a saving throw coming. I'm always ready, Denny. This one, how bad is it? That's a 5. I'm so good at this game. Slap me up, dude.
All right. So, Gideon.
Yeah.
You. Oh, not that dice.
Suffocate me, sir.
Somebody clip that, please.
You.
I'll do it. No.
You take 7 force damage, and
force.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you are going to continue to be suffocated.
Excellent.
Continue to be.
What is your Constitution modifier?
+2.
Okay.
I'm almost beefy.
All right, very good. So that's its turn. That one over there.
I'm in danger.
You see Ferrek gets impacted once again, but he remains conscious. And he gets impacted a second time and goes back down.
That's fine. He lived through the first one.
But he still hasn't breathed.
No.
And we don't know how long.
No.
Yeah, it's true.
All right. Nell, 2 targets are attempting to hit you. Let's go. Oh, that's a
Yay.
D8, not a D20.
That's
Gonna be
fine.
22 to hit on the first one.
Yeah.
Or 10 bludgeoning damage.
Sick, bro.
21 to hit.
This is not spell, right?
No, these are non-magical bludgeoning attacks.
Hmm. Okay, what was the next one?
21 to hit.
Yeah, for sure.
13 bludgeoning damage.
Awesome.
And these are coming from your, like, upper left. From your upper right. And 19 to hit.
Yep.
You're going to take 9 bludgeoning damage. And a 25 to hit for 7 bludgeoning damage.
I'm going to use Stone's Endurance. So I gotta.
Excellent.
You need to make con saves for the spell on me.
Yep, the
Oh,
concentration. Yeah, I need you to make 4
Oh my God,
of those.
how many?
They all got to beat 10.
Jesus.
Not
Alright.
super hard.
I guess I'll do it. What am I adding? Just.
Your Constitution saving throw.
Alright, first one's good.
Come on, tell us the numbers. The people want to know the numbers.
Yeah, you're asking me to do math.
Well,
it was
that's implying you're not even doing
13.
anything.
No, I am.
You're just
I'm
being
doing it
like,
in my
it's
head,
good.
but,
It's good.
'Cause I know. Okay, as long as it's not a 6, then we're good. So it was 13, 11, 18, 19.
All right, all of them. Your concentration remains.
Oh, okay. I need to do Stone's Endurance. Please roll really well. Okay, that's really good. Thank you. Okay, I got 14 back.
Nice.
I will take that.
Elowin, one coming at you.
Uh-huh.
That's a flat 20 to hit
Uh-huh. There will.
for 7 bludgeoning damage.
Uh-huh.
Azaria, one on you for a 25 to hit
Absolutely.
for 10 bludgeoning damage.
1 temporary hit point left.
So that was coming around here for the two of you,
Sorry, where?
like just south of Elowin's position.
Ugh. Ugh.
From this section behind you, Elowin. 18 to hit
Yeah.
for 12 bludgeoning damage.
How is that one so much more?
And Nell from that same spot. 21 to hit
Yeah.
for 14 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, I just got that back. Oh, rude.
All right, that does bring them to the end of their
And
turn.
another con save.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, God. Fucker. It's gone. Sorry.
Oh.
That was 6.
All right, go ahead and remove that little yellow circle from yourself. All right, and that'll bring us to Abe's turn.
Was I able to identify a direction that Ferrek was being hit from?
Likely north of you.
Okay. We'll do a big uppercut swing, see if we can hit something.
Okay, disadvantage on the attack roll.
I will Fighting Spirit to nullify the disadvantage.
Excellent.
It's probably going to be okay. Flat 20.
Oh yeah, that's a hit.
And 18 damage, and I'll use Great Weapon Master to add 4 to that, so 22.
All right. Yes, so as you're cleaving through the air, there's... That's not how you do that. Inputs. There we go. All right, so as you're cleaving through the air, you would barely feel the resistance, but ever so slightly you feel that the axe is going through something just because your strength easily you carry through. But something is there, and it is taking damage, and as it, like, kind of air vacuum noise happens there. Almost like a pop.
Well, we found him, so we'll engage the steam engine on the axe and attempt to smack him. 28.
That was with disadvantage?
I still have Fighting Spirit up.
Oh, it lasts
So
for the
straight
round?
roll. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that'll hit. That's great.
I rolled 1, that's a 2, which I can reroll because of my fighting still. So 14. 14 plus 7, 21 damage again.
Yep, it's still there, but it's still reeling.
I'll use another steam charge and attack it again for a 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
And with another 2, can reroll that. And do a 1, of course. So that is 19 damage.
19. A good few blows. But its presence remains.
Oh my goodness, Teni.
Yeah.
Welcome to the
I'll
higher
action
levels.
Surge. Yeah, I'll action surge and just... I won't use another charge of the axe, but I'll just attack it again.
Okay.
For a 24.
Yep, easy.
And 1, can re-roll that. Into an 8, 15 damage.
Excellent. Still, the resistance is still there. The wind is still reeling, and it seems like it's trying to forget you're even there and just focus on Ferrek.
No, we can't have that. I crit!
Adam! For why?
Kill it.
So
End
gonna
it.
be 17 plus... Oh, rolled max damage.
Yeah, you did.
29
Yeah, you did.
damage.
As
End
you just like are doing this performative just movements of the axe like against an imaginary foe if anybody outside were watching this spectacle. But you know, after you go through these movements and there's this howling wind and this pop, Ferrek, like slight movements, he now rests limp on the ground and the air kind of just cleanses itself in front of you.
Cool. I do have one more attack. And would I have the knowledge of where my allies had kind of been hit from?
You know that your previous position seemed to have some activity around it, and a few people seem to be harried. So
Okay.
you know that they're at least engaged with your other companions.
Okay. I'll move through the door. Drag my other self with me. I apologize for the car that just went by outside, if anyone heard it.
Oh yeah, that was the sound of you moving to your next target.
Yeah. I'll swing here.
Make an attack roll with disadvantage.
Still a normal roll, because...
Oh, right.
Fighting Spirit. It will be a 21.
That'll hit.
For 15.
And
We'd really
similar...
be so fucked without Abe.
I know. Why am I even here?
Similar whipping and that sucking of air and that pop sound as a vacuum seems to come into that space. You have found another one of these creatures.
That is my turn.
All right. That'll take us to Elowen.
Okay. I'm gonna try a thing that I don't know is particularly gonna work, but seeing Gideon start to suffocate over there, as we've seen others, I'm going to cast Vortex Warp on Gideon and try to move him without moving the air thing that's attacking him. I don't know how that works if he's being grappled, but I'm going to try to move just Gideon. I think now that Abe's left the cell, it seems like maybe that's safe in there, so I'm going to try to pop Gideon into the cell over here.
What is this spell?
Vortex Warp.
Oh my god.
Michael did it a bunch in our home game, and I was like, I gotta get this for Ellen.
I know this spell real well.
I have never heard of this spell. What
This
does
is
thing do?
interesting.
You
It's from
magically twist
Strixhaven.
space around another creature you can see within range. You have to save on a con save, or you can choose to fail. And if you fail, you are moved to a spot of my choosing.
All right. Gideon, would you like to fail the save?
I don't think Gideon's paying attention, so he fails. I think he's currently suffocating.
Fair. His constitution is being focused on something else. So, Elowen, where would you like to put him?
I'm just gonna put him like up here in the cell with dead Ferrek and Drac, because it seems like there isn't wind in there anymore.
Like to the right of Drac?
I was gonna put him like to the left of Ferrek.
Left of Ferrek. All right. Gideon, you are like, as your like air is being sucked out of your body, you're then like, you have this strange sensation of like being almost like enveloped in a blanket, and then like quickly like sheathed from the air itself, and you're now in a different location from where you had been, and you take a big gasp as the air comes back into your lungs.
Thank you.
Good knowledge. You okay, good?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to give luck to Ferrek, so he gets added D10 to his next D20 roll.
All right, sounds good. And that's, sorry, 1d10?
Yes.
All right. Very good. And is that everything for your turn, Elwyn?
Yeah, I think anywhere I go, I step into wind, so I'll stay right here.
All right. Nell, we're back to you.
Question for you. When I was rolling for concentration, is it a saving throw or am I just rolling?
It is technically a saving throw, yes.
Okay, I goofed. I still have Shield of Faith up because I was just adding 4 and I should have been adding 8 plus an additional 4 for my aura. So we're good. You still got Shield of Faith on.
Azaria, you still have shield.
Put my little thing
Yes.
back.
Well done.
I
You
keep
can't
forgetting.
fail
I
with
have to
DC
put
10
the.
then.
I have to. Yeah, that's true. I have to put my aura back each time because I always forget about it. Okay, so there was one to my left.
It seems you've kind of got it seems you're surrounded.
Oh my god! I only have like a
wow.
whirlwind attack ability. That'd be so fun. Okay. So if there's one kind of like
Could I have you roll a d20 as well for casting a spell?
9.
I think you're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where did I get? Is there one like that I got? Did I get attacked from up here?
It seems like you've there are 3 points around you you've been hit from.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go for like whatever like kind of the upper one was.
So if you could let me know which space you'd like to target.
Did you say spaces before? You said top left or something, right? This is not my fault. No, she doesn't have ADHD like I do.
All right, fair enough. Yes,
you
you've been
said
hit.
top left,
Top.
right?
If you've specifically said top left, there was indeed attacks
Yeah.
coming from that direction.
Okay, so that's where I'm aiming.
All right.
I mean, like that would be more visceral for her because she just got hit. She would kind of know.
no,
versus
you're
me, I was
absolutely
like,
right.
There's other things happening.
Yeah, Nell's
not
not waiting a
disadvantage.
whole minute or 5 minutes to get
Yeah.
back to her strike. So
Damn, that hurt. Oh well. Oh, that's really good. Oh, that for sure hits. That's a 23.
oh yeah.
Okay.
Did you roll with disadvantage?
I
Oh,
did.
yeah.
Nice.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. My spell slot's looking like. And which one? Where was Gideon's shooting before?
Gideon was shooting down over this way.
Oh, okay. Great. Okay, maybe I'll. Fuck, I'll do a 3rd level smite at the same time. Why not?
Oh.
What?
Oh, just smite. Side.
Okay.
Smite.
Alright.
Side.
Wow. Plus 3, so 11 slashing to
Okay.
start. Holy shit! I just rolled so good. For the
Love to hear it.
the elemental damage aspect, am I rolling 2d8s for that, or just 1? Because it's 2 to determine what it is, and then is it 2 going forward for the channel divinity?
Heck.
It's not actually specified. It says roll the 2d8 to figure out what it is, and then like you pick what it is going forward, but it doesn't say that it's set in like 2d8 every time. So I got a little confused.
Oof. Where did I put your class? Click that button and do the thing and oh, the wilder.
It
That's the thing I
says,
want.
in addition, roll 2d8s, refer to the table, determine the type of damage that your weapon, or is it just that it's, yeah, wait. No, because it's doing additional damage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it just says, yeah, roll 2d8s to determine what type of damage, and that's what it's doing going forward. But it doesn't specify what I'm rolling each time.
Okay, you're correct in that. I very well might have made a mistake in that on my part. Is it not just part of your paladinness that you're able to do extra damage with your strikes?
No.
Because I don't think it's part
Like-
of the channel's
So,
advantage.
is it just that my weapon is is it like I'm doing bludgeoning? Like, where is the elemental damage coming from? Is I guess my question, or is it just like it's just slashing with a taste of lightning?
No, I think it's
as well?
instead of slashing, it might be the other damage, but let me see if I can find that.
Okay. Well, I'll roll some smite stuff as well. So 4 to start. Okay.
Yeah, no, you don't deal extra damage with that.
Okay.
Your attack modifier changes to charisma. It's the exact same thing as the Oath of Devotion.
Okay. It's
except
just
for you get
I'm
to
just
change the
deciding
attack.
like I just have lightning. Okay. So then that was whatever I said, it was lightning damage.
Okay.
And then just trying to find smiting. There we go.
It's
I
been
think
a
third
while.
level, right? So okay. 27 radiant.
Oh,
I think I did that right.
Yeah, that's a hefty blow. As like,
Oh wait, no, sorry, it's
Oh.
one more. Right?
Ah.
Okay, wait, sorry. This is so hard. Okay.
so I've already got the 27 subtracted. Just add whatever you're about to add.
Oh, 2 more. Oh my god. Another 11.
Another 11. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Jesus
a
Christ, that was so
heaping
hard.
amount of damage.
Oh, I haven't had to smite in so long. It breaks my brain.
And you just like
You still have
slash
your
through the
little
air, and
things.
there's crackling of lightning and the bursts of radiant energy, and it almost like kind of distorts the lightning and the light as it kind of erupts and ruptures through this slight resistance in the air, and you can almost smell the scent of ozone just beginning to waft in the area.
Okay. I'm gonna hit it again. If I may.
Oh god, that was one attack. Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
Paladins.
This one is a 19 with disadvantage.
That'll hit.
Hell yeah. I'm not gonna smite again. I'm gonna save it for later. So,
For that special someone.
yeah.
That should be like a perfume brand or something. Smite. The scent of victory.
Well, you do have a perfumer back at the keep, right? That's
Yeah,
true.
Mr. Bumble.
No,
So
stop it.
that's 8 lightning and 8 radiant.
All right. Fantastic. A good heaping amount of damage. You get the sense it's still occupying that space. Is there anything more on your turn?
I don't think so. Yeah.
If that's the case,
No, that's good.
we will head on over to Azaria with Drac on standby.
All right. What I could have used my bonus action to do last time, realize I do have things other than helping. You see all the joints in Azaria's body, they like lift a hand up, start to glow with like starlight. The cape on their back takes like the stars all start to connect that form from this magic into the shape of a bow as their hand like reaches out into that spot down right of them where they just got hit, and a blast of radiant damage is going to come out as they take their archer form.
Nino Burrito.
This attack has disadvantage, so well, does 8 plus this, is it my spell attack?
I think it is, yeah.
Does a 17 hit?
It does. So cool, and I'm glad you guys know.
For 7 radiant damage.
Hell yeah.
And then I will shoot it with my crossbow, and since I haven't moved, I will do precise shots to make them normal.
Nice.
Uh,
Dear God, we got a lot of
21.
text in that.
It does lightning as half of its thing, and I have the stuff to explain. I can change the gems. It's actually radiant, because that's what happened after the thing. I never changed it, so it's 21 to hit, 14 radiant damage.
Yeah, it'll take the hit.
Cool. And my second attack, crit fail.
Oh boy. Mucho unfortunate. Man, it's so sad when like your crit fail adds up to 12.
And that is it for my turn. That's everything I can do.
All right. Then we will go over to Drac.
Okay.
Gideon on standby.
Does it feel like Ferrek is no longer being accosted by air?
That is correct. Yes.
Okay. Then I will heal him again. So we'll use a second level Cure Wounds. Terrible. 11 hit points back.
11. Alrighty.
Is he breathing now?
He is breathing, and he actually takes an inhalation.
I got you. Don't worry. And
Yeah.
for my bonus action,
Get banged.
I will interpose myself between him and the door. Not that I think that will really matter, but yeah, put myself there just to kind of, I don't know, try to block things from getting to him. And then I will bonus action channel divinity. My holy symbol begins to glow as like spectral threads float out and grant me the exact spell slot that I just spent. And I will use Harness Divine Power.
Nice. Anything more in your turn, Drac?
That's it for me.
Then we go over to Gideon.
Gideon gathers himself after being warped, and he will reload his. Actually, no, really, that's a full action.
Despite all his rage, he's still a gunslinger in a cage.
I'm still a man with a gun. Yeah. So it's time to bring out the big guns. Gideon will pull out his Winchester, and he will fix the bayonet on it, and then he will essentially reposition himself. He's got a crappy angle, so he's gonna go. Excuse me, Drac. He's gonna go right here, and actually, no, he's not gonna go there. He's gonna go right here. Go right there. And then he's going to position himself and basically say, whenever you see something, point it out to me and I'll shoot it. And then he cranks the dial to radiant damage, and the gun makes a loud noise as he prepares to shoot it.
Oh, so cool.
And then he slips his goggles on just in case it might actually help him see it.
All right, so you've prepared an action to shoot when somebody gives you a target?
That's correct.
All right, very good. And just to reiterate, you'll only be able to take one shot with a readied action.
Yep, that's fine.
All right.
It's going to be a sharpshooter shot as well.
Very good.
You know. This gun has the sharpshooter feat.
It has the old sharpshooter feat.
The good one.
All right. That brings us to the Invisible Folks.
Great band name.
The Invisible Folks? Between Drac, Abe, Nell, and Gideon, the lot of you feel shifting in the air as it seems things are moving about. Nell, you can have an opportunity attack if you'd like.
Oh, I would. Let me look at Sentinel because I still have it. Okay. I'm so stressed. Oh my god, I rolled double 19s. Yo, plus 11? Does that hit?
Yeah, a little bit.
Crazy. Is it the one I was just wailing on? Is that what's moving?
Yeah.
Cool.
And that was with disadvantage, right?
Sure. I rolled 2 19s. Yeah.
Oh, freaking heck.
double 19s. Okay. Good. Oh my god. Beautiful. Less beautiful. 15. So sorry. 10 lightning and then 8 radiant. I've been rolling like all like 8s on my
It's
D8s. That's
amazing.
crazy. What the hell? Yeah, and then 8 radiant. Also,
And-
if I hit them, they can't move. Their speed is 0 now.
That is correct. So it remains where it is. The other one, though.
Fucking
does
done
move
with
away.
you.
In retaliation, that one's going to attack back.
Okay.
A 26 to hit for 12 bludgeoning,
Yeah. Ow.
and a 21 to hit for 11 bludgeoning.
Yep.
How is Nell looking?
Moderate. Like it's not awful
Okay.
yet. If they were hitting like harder and bigger, it would be a problem. Like
Okay, cool.
if like a one-shot problem, but it's fine. I'm at like half.
To Drac at the door. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm gonna use my inspiration for this.
Oh, there they are. I was like, where are the
20?
numbers? That'll do it. You feel the wind almost begin to like envelop you and attempt to just draw the breath out of your body. And your attunement to the element of the air allows you to control your breathing in such a way where you can fight against this forceful removal of air, and you're able to continue breathing.
My astral arms like reach and just rip it off my back.
Very good. Elwyn, I'm going to need a con save from you as well.
I will also use my inspiration. Okay, or I won't. No, it's fine. I am going to.
Yeah.
16.
Meets beats. As you begin to feel the sensation of air being sucked out of your lungs, and there's a quick moment where you panic and like exhale, but then you like panic again and like breathe back in and like hold on for a moment and just fight off that air being taken from you.
Eek.
Eek indeed. Moving up. It's suddenly a couple of blows. One to Azaria with a flat 20 for 6 bludgeoning damage. Almost the least it could have done. And one to Elwyn for 22 to hit. And almost the most it could have done.
Cool.
12 bludgeoning damage. No, wait, that's not how math works. 14 bludgeoning damage.
How are
Alright.
the two of you looking?
Very fine.
Okay.
Decently fine.
Okay.
Brings us on over to Abe.
Does it still feel like I have the one directly to my right there?
No, that air feels gone. If you'd like to make a perception check, you could try and feel like where you feel things.
Would that be my action, though?
I have a ready to attack.
Here's what I'll do. I'll use your passive, and I'll see how their stealth is.
Sure. The old passive is 13.
Okay, with the 23, you are not entirely certain where they've gone.
Okay.
You get the sense that something's in adjacency with Drac, as something had tried to, like, mess with him.
Yeah.
And it seems Nell has stopped something from moving as well.
I'll swing in this space right in front of the door
Mhm.
and see if anything happens.
Make an attack roll.
With disadvantage. It is a 21
That will hit.
for his Great Weapon Master for 21 damage.
Oof. Still kicking. That similar pop and scream.
Yell out, "Found one!" For.
Oh, Gideon, you may take your reaction.
Yes. I will do my best, friendo. Incoming sharpshooter shot. I just want to see if I have anything that helps me with that. Nope, I can just be really angry about it. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be really angry about it and do one violent shot tick to increase the malfunction value to a 4 on the dice. So if I roll a 4 on the dice, problem.
Are you going to call out to your allies as you are shooting through air?
Yes.
I mean, I'll be the thing he hits, presumably, so,
I mean,
Duck.
you guys can, like, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Gideon shouts duck really loudly. And where's the button for it? There it is. Please. Oh, that's fat, dude. Alright, I get to roll 2d8 more.
Ooh. So yeah, that's gonna hit.
There we go. Plus initial 10. This is 29 radiant damage.
And does that already include the sharpshooter damage?
No.
39 then.
So yeah, sorry. It'd be an 18 to hit if that's still a hit.
Yeah, that's
'Cause
still a
minus
hit.
5. Okay. Yeah, so it'd be 39. That's big numbers. As there's a very loud like that like echoes throughout this area. The radiant energy that like leaves the gun. It definitely like the gun. It's stable, but it's like, geez, this thing is definitely a prototype. Like it is definitely a new model, but it's a little bit like, oh, okay, there's a lot within this thing.
Marvelous. Is there anything else? Oh, I guess that was Ape's.
That's it. That was a reaction.
Attack 1.
Right. It's still there.
Okay. Now that I know where it is, I will sidestep to here.
Whoa.
Yep.
Oh yeah, there's 2 of me. I forgot.
I'll duplicate myself.
You can delete the one that doesn't have the light.
Abe's
Will
actually an
play
Echo
me.
Knight.
Oh, right, because it
Bit
would
of
be
secret.
You could move it like to the middle of the room or something.
Oh, yeah. I don't intend to move too much.
Fair enough.
They'll all be dead. It's fine, Danny.
Wow.
Would I be flanking an invisible object?
You can
I'm fine
try.
with the answer being no.
Yes, it would be a neutral shot.
Okay. Attack number 2. Ooh. This might actually still hit. 13?
That's a miss.
Oh. Okay. So a 2 misses. Third attack. And it's a crit.
Good God.
Somebody stop this man.
Third crit
don't stop this man.
in this combat.
Keep going. Do your thing.
Well done.
Numbers are so difficult all the time. 17 plus 3. So flat 20.
Okay.
Does it feel as though it is still there?
Oh, 20 is all the damage you did?
Yep.
It
Come
does
on,
feel
Abe,
like
be
it's still
better.
there.
Okay. Using Great
I'm
Weapon
just surprised
Master
with the
because
fact
I
it was a
scored
crit.
And I have not used my bonus action for once in my life. It is, I get to make an additional attack immediately. For a 28.
That will hit.
For 17 damage. Sorry, 15.
Now it feels like it's gone.
Nice.
As there's just that pop in the air and the freshening up of breathing space, And Drac, you also sense that that entity is now gone from your adjacent.
Right, that used my bonus action. Okay, I am done.
All right, then we go down to Elwyn.
I am so useless here. Okay, where was the one that tried to suffocate me? Was it below me?
Yeah, at least that you can recall.
Sure. I'm just gonna throw a firebolt in that direction from where I felt myself being attacked from before.
All right, go ahead and make the attack with disadvantage.
Fine. 15 to hit.
It still hits. As there's a moment where
Wait.
your firebolt goes through the air and right in front of you, it almost like emboldens the flame as it goes through and then continues and shrinks back down.
Hello. That's really all I can do. I could move, but it'll just attack me, which is what it's gonna do anyways. So I think I'm gonna actually just back up. No, I don't know. I don't leave Azaria. I'm gonna stand here. I'm fine. I'm gonna stand here. I'm gonna give Azaria help. It's fine. Not help. The other one. I'm gonna give them a dire.
There
you
it
go.
is.
There's the one that I know.
Yeah.
For you.
Classic.
That's what we're used to.
Classic one.
Anything more on your turn, Elwyn?
Nope.
All right. On initiative count 20, you guys hear from the direction from where you came in. I heard gunshots down in the Underhill, and the voice echoes down into the corridors. It sounds like people are beginning to make their way down the stairs. All right, that brings us to Nell.
God, they're gonna be so confused though, because they're not gonna see anything. Sorry, the one that was there next to me, did I feel it leave, or is it still?
No, you stopped it from leaving.
Okay, so it's still here.
Yeah, it's still alive.
Okie dokie. I will hit it. 19.
That'll do it.
Great. Um, 12 lightning. I rolled a fucking 8 again. This is crazy. Like,
Wow.
Okay, yeah, so, what did I just say? 12 lightning and then another 8 radiant.
That's the exact number you needed as you almost burn through the air, and that scent of ozone just thickens, and that air is
Okay.
cleansed.
Hell yeah. Do I know of any others near me?
I'll do what I
Where have other
did
people
for
been-
you with Abe. What's your passive perception?
Oh, not very good. 16.
With the 24, you're not entirely sure.
Okay. No one else has been hitting anything.
Well, you've
Yep,
seen
around.
Elwyn shoot a firebolt off south
South.
of their position.
Okay. I guess I'll move then. And when I get here, I'm gonna ask Elwyn, like, anywhere I should be, like, where am I hitting? Tell me where to swing.
I think where you're standing.
Yeah, now as you
Oh.
step into that spot, I'm going to need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Damn. That is unfortunate.
I'm sure you'll be fine. Your cons and all of your saves are insane, so.
Then seeing what my aura is just +4. Yeah. It's only a 16.
Beats.
Jesus Christ. Never mind, I found it. And then I'll, like, kind of Did Abe just get flanking or no? I guess I can't really move out of the area now. Can I hit it? Am I sharing a space with it?
I'm gonna say no.
So I have to like kind of move down one.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I move here, am I flanking it?
Yes, you can have a neutral attack.
Sick. Love that. Fun. Please crit. That'd be so fun.
No. Fucking no.
Happy birthday to you.
Sneaky.
Oh,
All right, throw the emotes in the chat.
Let's go.
So lucky because
Happy
literally the
birthday.
last round I was writing out like what my base damage is. I'm like, it won't come up, but if it does, okay. I don't know. I honestly haven't been paying attention to how much this one's been hit, and so I will acknowledge that and just do it a second level. So right out
don't
the
wanna
gate.
Go crazy on it.
No. Right out the gate with a second level, we're talking a minimum 47 damage.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll everything else?
Yes, you
and do
still
some
need
math
to
for
roll.
you? Okay, great.
This stream is brought to you by Sesame Street because we're all counting here today.
Stupid. Oh wait, I'm gonna do my 2 metal ones. Sorry.
84.
The Count's getting his workout today.
Okay, to start 7. I can't think of it. 7 lightning, and then 5 radiant to start. And then what did I say that was? I did a second level. Yeah.
Yep. Also, what was the original damage? 47?
47 just from the crit base.
Yeah.
Okay, and then another 10 radiant on top of that.
Is that all the damage?
Yeah. Did you get what I said in between that? Like the 7
47,
lightning.
7, 5, and 10.
Yeah.
And suddenly the air that is between you and Elowen is once again vaporized, and that ozone scent fills the space.
Sick.
Now, I'm not going to say that wasn't a waste, because you just got over how much hit points it had left.
Nice.
Oh, that's good to know, actually. That makes me feel very good. Oh my god, Dice, thank you. They're so eager to be back. They're being so kind to me. Hell yeah, that's it. That's all I got. So
Fantastic.
it's bad.
Azaria, there is still a presence near you.
Behind me? Is that where that feels like, or?
Well, I mean, you... Let me roll this. What's your passive?
16.
Yeah, with a 25, you're not entirely sure, but something is
Guys
adjacent
are
to you.
Sneaky.
Feel around me. Just spin around a little. You know what? I will shoot. I'll shoot the radiant blast kind of to the space above me. I'll be like, Drac duck.
Oh! Enemy's been buffed!
Stop
Oh.
that. Just get out of here.
Roll!
No.
I don't know why the 1d8 didn't work, but enter exclamation 1d8 and it should work. There we go. 3 temp HP!
Okay, good. It got less than what
Wow.
I got from Jonimus, so I will take it.
If there's something in front of me, does a 20 hit it?
It flies without hitting a target.
I'll go with my crossbow, the spot above. I'll be like, Abe, duck, and I'll shoot there.
Oh, +2.
Since I'm not moving, this is fine. 17 to hit if something's there for 8 damage.
Once again, another target. Wait a minute. Yep. No target hit.
Well, then I'll go below me because that seems like the last option. 17
That's a hit.
for 10 radiant damage.
Oh, you sunk my battleship. Just kidding.
I was just
You're like,
about to
no,
say
there's
that.
one in front of me here.
We're just fucking playing Battleship. That's all we're doing.
I would like to turn to E4. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Denny, just so you know, John was pointing out, so there should be a +2 on that.
Yeah, I did add that. And it immediately lost it.
All right, big nice.
All right.
And that's my turn.
Very good. That brings us to Drac.
Cool. One of them just tried to suffocate me, right?
That is correct, but Abe killed it.
Oh, Abe killed that one. Great. Okay. Well.
You do not feel like anything is adjacent to you aside from Ferrek on the floor.
Okay, cool. I'll say to Ferrek, I'll be right back. And I'll walk over here, and Azaria hits something right next to them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. I'm going to take out the bead of splatting and throw it in that direction.
Whoa!
All right, read to me again what the effect of that item is.
A small bead of ink. When the bead smacks against the surface, it explodes out to look like an ink blot. It can be easily recollected by peeling it off whatever it exploded on.
All right, can I have you roll a d4 for me?
Sure. That's a 1.
All right, so you throw it in front of Azaria. We're at this side here. And it almost like gets caught up in like a dust devil and flings into the jail cell to Azaria's right.
Now that's just cheating. All right.
But you do also
assuming
hear the satisfying little.
That makes it all worth it.
Drac makes a mental note to collect that later. I'm assuming that's my action.
I'll say it's one of your attacks.
It's fine if it is. Okay, well I only get 1 attack, so
Well, that does it then.
yeah. All right. Bonus action. Patient defense. Why not?
I like your turn was Ferrek. I'll be right back. Throws prank object.
Yeah. I'll step back next to Ferrek and take patient defense.
Ferrek, I'm back.
I'm back. It didn't work, but you're still alive, so everything's fine.
I did what I have to do.
Yeah. Silver lining and all that.
Kid, it's your turn.
Wow, what a great move.
It was a good idea.
You know what, Drac? I'm gonna give you a point of inspiration.
There's a whole lot of people all clumped up there, and I don't think I can get past all of them. I can maybe get past one, but I'm not gonna be able to shoot through all of them. So I'm gonna do my thing where I pull out my medical supplies, my first aid kit, and I'm gonna heal Ferrek for a little bit.
Well,
For the first time in forever, I'm gonna. What the hell's the dice on that? Is it D6, I believe? Oh, the creature can expend a hit dice. Yeah, so Gideon basically drops down to one knee and like pulls out a first aid kit and pulls out a bunch of like medicinal
And proposes
supplies.
to Ferrek.
Yes, and then pulls out a bunch of medicinal supplies and starts like stringing them together, and the energy from his soul scar begins to like radiate through his hands, and he begins like stretching out the supplies into like a different like magical colored. So yeah, Gideon's like aura colored like weird strand, and he like starts applying it to Ferrek's body.
whoa.
And Ferrek can take a hit dice.
Does he get to add anything to it?
I don't know. I think so.
His con?
Plus my proficiency. So plus 4.
Very good.
Plus, I guess Constitution because it's a hit dice. So Ferrek's con, my prof.
Yeah,
plus
I'm fine.
whatever
I'm
that
fine
takes.
saying that he'll add his con as well. That'll bring him up to a good chunk. He rolled a 7 on his hit dice.
There you go.
Very good. He's
my
looking
turn.
pretty healthy aside from the 2 levels of exhaustion he's accumulated. However, after Gideon, you feel a rush of wind move through the bars of the cell where Ferrek is.
Does it move past me or just next to me?
It ends up next to you.
Damn it.
Ferrek gets to add a d10 to his d20 rolls for remembering. A d20 roll, if that's what's happening.
It's not his rolls, unfortunately.
Now,
Uh-oh. Attack rolls.
Math, it's hard. As once again, he's getting quite battered while he's laying on the ground.
save him.
He not getting a turn to stand up?
No, I haven't been giving him a turn now.
Wow, rude. First
Yeah.
of all.
He's recovering from suffocation! And also being beaten. Speaking of which, Azaria and Eloin, the 2 of you feel a force of wind rush past you toward the cell. The 3 of you, Azaria, Eloin, and Nell, each of you may take a reaction if you so choose.
I do so choose.
Only got a ranged weapon in my hand.
Yeah, I don't think I can do anything.
This is still not. This doesn't have flanking bonus still.
No, this one
It
isn't
left
flanking with
from
you.
a flanking position.
No, it did not. Nell
Oh.
killed the one that she was flanking.
Oh, yeah.
That's so unfortunate. I did roll a 20 again, but it doesn't matter. But it's still gonna hit. 23.
Yep, and it remains positioned where it was. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Stay put.
Perfect.
Freaking tired of you. 13 lightning. Another 8. Holy fucking Christ, these 8s today. Good lord.
I would like that
8
dice
radiant.
examined. No, I'm just kidding.
It's my freaking dimension 21. Dallas, you bless this. Thank you,
Nice. Okay, I can do something.
So sorry, what's the total damage?
13 lightning, 8 radiant.
So
whatever.
21.
That's 21.
Excellent, and it remains stationed where it was. That brings us to a...
Do I have any inkling? Is the one that Mel just attacked doing anything, or was it just trying to move?
It was trying to get out of there.
Okay. Do I have any inkling of the direction that Ferrek was punched from?
Unfortunately not, with a flat 20.
All right. Well, it has been working, so we're just gonna 5, 10, 15 step. An attack above me?
All right. There is nothing that impacts.
Okay. And then so it's 5, 10, 15, 20. Attack where I was.
Nothing impacts.
Final attack. I'll try here. Oh no. I wouldn't know that. I'll try here.
Where? I didn't sing the ping.
Oh, sorry. To the left of Gideon.
There's no impact.
Okay.
However, you did whittle down the spots.
Yeah.
Any-
No. Don't really have anything to do, I don't think.
Abe self-destructs.
Yeah,
right.
I'll do fire damage to everything within 10 feet of me.
Oh, thank you, Anthony, for the posture check. Fire damage to everything within a 3-mile radius.
Great.
Good call.
Abe is actually a fission reactor. Or fusion, I don't know. Both.
A fish reactor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is this wild magic? All right. Anything more for your turn then?
Nope.
Very good. Then we move on to Elwyn. Nell has locked
will-
down the one that was within all three of you.
Yeah, it was just south of Azaria, yes?
Yeah, as you recall, yep.
Okay, well. You're the worst. I'm gonna use Firebolt again.
Hey, go ahead and make the attack with disadvantage.
Yeesh. 13.
That is unfortunately a miss.
Dude, I had 11. I really thought it would be okay. I really don't know what else to do with this. I will. Sorry, Azaria. I'll give some temp HP to Ferrek. And program this for that. Well, you can have 4 HP.
Alrighty. Alright. Anything more for your turn, Elwyn?
No.
No, you're up.
Sick. There's still one there.
Yep.
Right where I left it.
Yep.
Is it? Wait, is it here? Like,
Well, as you had just hit it, yes, that was the spot, just
Okay.
south of Azaria.
sick. I shall flank.
Oh! How
Oh my
dastardly!
Got a crit. Kill this
I
thing.
know, right? Oh no! Had to run out of it. That's a nat 1, but I haven't used Chaos Flux yet, so I shall now. Woo! 18.
That'll hit.
Sick. Okay. How much has this one been hit for? I'll do a. I'll do a first level smite.
This one's been hit for very little, I think.
Oh, very little?
I think I'm the only one who's hit it.
Well, no.
Is anything else happening today?
Nell has sentineled it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Trying to decide. It's so hard when you can't see it to know if it's fucked up or not. I got 2 though, so I'll just do a first one for this and just kind of see. So 10 lightning.
Okay.
And then- Whoa, Jesus Christ! Literally rolling 3d8s. That was 2 8s and a 7. What is happening? This is insane.
Oh.
I can't even. What's a 15 plus 8? 23.
23, yeah.
Yeah, 23 radiant.
Nell is a monster today.
I guess
As-
I should be rolling d20s for the smites.
Did
no.
we include that in your homebrew rules?
Can't remember.
You're
I
not
don't
casting a spell.
know. True. Okay.
There was a point in time where we did, but I think you've
Okay.
gotten past that.
Sick. All right.
And the air once again is cleared in front of you.
Fuck yes. So now it's just there's shit fucking with Ferrek right now.
So it seems, yes.
Okay.
Something is up in his biz.
There's something up in his biz.
Look out! Stop! You violated the biz.
Can I even get in if Drax's right there?
You can move through allies. You can't stop in their spots.
Just a little
Right.
guy. You can move around me.
Be like, Drax,
Little
where am I
guy.
hitting?
God, I don't know.
You don't know? No, anyone?
I
Anyone here
haven't
knows?
attempted to locate the creature. I mean, Abe swung everywhere but right in front of Gideon and
Just
the
south
bars.
of me, yeah.
Okay. I don't even know how I'd get there. Can I stab through the bars?
Yeah, it'll have half cover. If it's
Because like
there.
otherwise, like I have I have 10 movement left. Could I move in, stab, and move out? No, right? Can I
yes.
be in Drax? Can I be in Drax space to swing and then like step back? It's just you just can't end in a space with someone else, right?
I'm gonna rule that as no.
Okay.
Just because
So I just
attacking
kind of-
does take more space.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. All right. I'll.
Also,
Yeah,
I
I'll
see
stop
your
here.
+1 there in the chat there, Jonimus.
For whomst?
For the
Oh, I
next
get-
attack after Christy.
Oh, sick. Okay. And I don't know if there's anything here, so presumably this is at disadvantage, right?
If something was there, it'd be neutral because Gideon's flanking.
Okay. So am I rolling neutral?
Go ahead and make a neutral attack.
All right. Fuck yeah. 28.
Let me. Where is? Yeah, that's a hit.
Sick. I don't know what this one's been up to, so. Oh, just keep fucking shit up.
So we're not even
Yeah,
going to bother with the
it's great.
damage dice, right? It's an 8.
Huh?
We're not going to bother with the damage dice. It's 8, right?
I haven't rolled anything yet because I was debating adding a 3rd level smite
Oh,
to it.
shit.
Which I will because it's my birthday
It's
stream and I
my-
feel like it.
Holy crap.
Oh.
Oh god, Kumbala has so many NPCs.
9 plus 3 is 12 lightning. Only 1 radiant for like the bonus, so unfortunate. But I'll do another. Oh, it's ran out. I got too greedy. Another 9 radiant. Terrible.
Fine.
Pushed my luck.
It remains where you've put it.
Sick. That's
All right.
my turn.
Fantastic. All right. So after Nell is Azaria.
Okay, so I go 5, 10, 15, 10. I can math. And I'll shoot into that spot.
Okay. Same
Will
thing.
be
It'll
with
have half cover.
disadvantage. Yeah, and it's with disadvantage because I moved. 24 though. So 17 radiant damage. And I'll just do another one. For 16?
To hit.
Yeah.
Beats.
Cool. For 14 radiant damage. And then bonus action, that same like arrow of star from my hand. For 13. I
As
have
a
to give up
miss.
at some point.
Oh. You would have added +1 for Jonimus though, but that still wouldn't have got you there.
That also would have been on the first one, which would have just gone to a 25.
I was being generous and applying it to the lowest one.
I appreciate that. It changed nothing.
It's true. All right. Christy, why did you redeem so many points?
It's
You've-
for Jonimus.
You've already created 20,000 characters.
I'm not doing it. Jonimus is making one.
Why are... Christy, no! I'm gonna reject have your money back.
No.
Already
I
did it.
don't want it. I can't believe you wouldn't let Jonimus have an NPC.
I'm sorry, Jonah. It's her birthday.
Wow. That's so rude.
This is what she wants for her gift, and you're gonna deny
Yeah,
her
I want
that?
Jonimus to make Borknork the Science Orc real. Okay?
Oh my god, I just saw that in the chat.
Yeah, you are just really ruining it. We could have had it all with
Jonimus, come
Science
back to me
Orc.
on your birthday.
How dare you?
All right. Fantastic. So, Azaria, that's the end of your turn? We go to Drac.
Okay. Well, I know where it is, So there's that
What?
at least.
You do.
Yeah, I know. It's so obvious. I will move around Ferrek to go to here to get the flank.
Hmm.
And then we're gonna unload with them arms. Do big punch. So I'll make an attack. And because they're astral arms, I use my mind. Well, I use my wisdom instead of my dexterity for the attack roll. Natural 20!
Oh my god!
Let's go!
Why are you all?
It's-
You guys have been missing D&D, eh?
Yeah, so have our
Oh.
dice apparently. It's still just a D4, but still. So
Oh, yeah.
9 base damage plus an extra 1, so 10 force damage.
Okay. It is still standing
You don't say.
or floating, as it were.
Bonus action martial arts, just for the free attack. That's gonna be a 14 to hit.
Meets beats,
Ooh,
and you don't
Wow.
have the half cover to contend with. So
yeah. That's gonna be another 9 points of force damage.
is that everything for
These
your turn?
arms swing out, little shocks of like starlight burst off the creature as I strike it.
Ooh. Alright.
But yeah, that's action and bonus. That's all I got.
Then we go back to top of initiative with Gideon.
Bayonet, swish, swish, stab. It's fixed upon my rifle, so I'm just gonna start poking. And we're gonna see what happens. Do I have disadvantage on this, right?
Yes. Well, no, it'd be
Okay.
neutral because Nell's flanking with you.
Oh, okay, very cool. Very good. Pokey pokey. So 28, 10 slashing damage. Poke number 2. That's 25.
Now, before you even get to poke number 2, Gideon, you end the party as you jab in, and like the sound of a balloon popping, just pah! And then silence befalls the prison, with the exception of the footsteps you hear running down the stairs into the Underhill.
Did we get it?
You feel nothing moving in the air. It seems everything has calmed back down. But guards are entering into the lower section of down below. And they're like, somebody goes and checks on the body that was near where you guys entered. And a few other people are like scouting the area, scanning. There, up on the second level. And people make their way up the stairs toward you guys.
I'm
What do you
gonna sheath my sword
Yeah, quickly
and
put
then
my weapon
and
away.
then step forward, like hands very visible, like that there's nothing in them, and get ready to like talk to these guards.
I go up to Azaria and say, "Hey, Azaria, the jug, the water jug, the bridge."
Oh yeah, I'll just throw water on the burning bridge.
Excellent.
Uh,
Sorry, it tends to the bridge, which for the
Well-
most part is just like cindered away.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna go get my bead of splatting back.
I'll be like, show them the proof of who we are.
Okay. Yeah, they've come up to the group of you essentially. Some of them went up the other side and are like, oh, there's a burning bridge here. Uh-oh. But the ones that come up the correct way, they've got their swords drawn. What happened down here?
We came in, found those two guards dead, and Ferrek being choked or suffocated to death by some unknown magical force within his cell. We tried to save him, and in doing so realized that there were multiple of these creatures around, and did our best to dispatch them so that we weren't suffocated to death as well.
Can I have you make a persuasion check with advantage?
You bet your ass you can. Do persuasion. 23.
As this guy takes this in, he turns to the others that are with him. Scan the rest of the Underhill. See if you can track down any remaining creatures or if there are any wounded. And the guards begin fanning out and just going through the rest of the prison.
I'd be careful. They're quite strong.
Yes,
I wouldn't go
If
alone.
I may, go in partners. You do not want to be caught off guard by these things.
He leans over the railing to the lower level. You heard them. Go in pairs. And this guy sheathes his sword and turns to the lot of you. Well, seems we're going to have to up our security then.
Hard to do against invisible magical forces, but
But not impossible.
yeah. We're entering into a time of uncertainty in this city, so as much as possible, be ready for the unexpected.
Sorry, mind me. And he walks past the group of you toward Ferrek and kneels down next to him. Are you okay? Are you hurt? And the Armadon just kind of lays there, just like taking his breaths, but like softly nods yes. All right, we need to get him to a medic. He needs better protection and healing.
What's your name, soldier?
Why must you do this to me?
Yeah, get him.
Well,
And if you could name all the other people who came down here too.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
well,
Rusnian.
I have a
We
reason
want our
to
roster.
My name is Rusnian.
Rusnian. Nice to meet you.
I think it would be best if we accompanied Ferrek. We do have some questions for him.
Yeah.
By all means, I have heard that a lot of you were leading an investigation into what happened with Hillip Rowe and the Armadon here, so yes, by all means. If one of you wouldn't mind carrying him.
I look
Okay.
at everyone else.
yeah. I look at A, being like, "You or me."
I'll
I'll just start helping him.
I'll go fetch someone with a stretcher. And the guard Rusnian runs back up and into the upstairs area of the Frostjaw Tower. What were the names of the air creatures, Denny? Those are what are known as invisible stalkers.
Oh, Anthony freaking
Called
called it. Damn.
Yep, but a little homebrew in them.
Yeah, I figured.
Um,
Speaking of, are there any remains of these creatures anywhere?
no,
Any traces of anything?
it's almost like they were just completely air, and
Yeah,
they've
that's
returned to the element they came from. And that's where we're going to take a break.
Oh,
So,
Dick.
everybody go use the restroom, get your water, crack a bottle of peanuts. That's right, a bottle of peanuts. I said what I said. And we'll come back here in a few minutes. See you
Open
soon.
a jar of milk.
Ah,
Hell yeah.
the classic bag of milk like us Canadians drink directly from the bag. All right, we'll see you in a bit.
Gang, that was
hold
fuck. That was
Hello, everyone, and welcome back from break. If you could come back from break, would you? I could put us right back into break, and we don't have to keep playing. You had a chance, but now you're here.
Just one chance to do it.
Now
One
you're
shot.
stuck. You're stuck with
One
us.
opportunity.
Yep. Just one big bad batch of
Mom
D20
spaghetti.
critical rolling.
Spaghetti.
There was so many crits in that fight, guys.
I didn't do it.
Believe.
Ah, well. Hello again, everybody. Let's get back into it. So, we left off. You guys had just cleared out the Underhill of the invisible stalkers that were there to assassinate Ferrek, it seemed. And you all have since relocated and brought him into the infirmary of Frostjaw Tower, in the same place where those 4 unfortunately dead Arturian Knights are. And you guys have all gotten him set up with some care and clerics watching over him, and that guard Rusnian is with them still as well. And he says to the lot of you, thank you for watching him. It's that was a tense situation. Well, he doesn't really seem to be in a speaking state at the moment. He'll need to get rested, but we can have somebody alert you when he comes to.
That would be very helpful. Thank you.
Thank you. No, this was a very important service you've performed.
Who am I talking to? Sorry, I was looking at chat.
This is Rusnian.
Okay,
They are...
sorry. Right on.
Rusnian
But
is...
yeah.
is a like almost buzz cut, like black haired human with dark eyes and a lighter complexion.
I guess same goes as what I mentioned before. Just be prepared for anything and for things to maybe be weird. I know it's not helpful, but that's as much information as we're operating off of, and I don't want anything more to happen.
Well,
Clearly he's a target, so...
The whole situation makes me suspicious of that exact thing. My gut tells me that things aren't adding up. Nothing's going to be straightforward, so... I'll do what I can, but
Okay.
I'm not really up the ranks here, so...
Guy who led us to the cells.
No,
Anybody
no.
remember?
I wasn't here when you all went down there.
No, but would you have any way of finding out that guy's name?
Yeah, no, I can check the, I can check our schedule and see who's stationed on the door. I imagine they would have been the one that helped you.
They didn't help us. They locked us in.
Well, that is actually procedure, so...
Yeah, that's normal.
Very
It's a
well.
prison, Gideon.
that
Yeah,
is
but there's
correct.
how many locks do you need? I don't know.
At least one.
Well, there's one on the cell.
Yeah, but if we broke him out, that's so we can't get him out.
Very well. Mind my suspicion.
You're a little
I-
oxygen deficient, I think.
I'm breathing great. Breathing great, Track. Just
Remember the exercises we did in meditation?
yeah,
a
I'm
little
just
bit of that right now.
I could use I'm just thinking about the whole, the thing. I'm not talking about it, but the thing that's the thing.
At about this
Okay.
moment, the infirmary door opens up, and walking in is the blonde dwarf learned circle member, Albrecht. So I heard there was quite a commotion down below.
Yeah.
Was...
This is Baldane.
Yes.
Okay.
Is everybody all right?
For now.
Gideon goes and shuts the door behind him.
Thank you. Glad to hear
course.
it. So, it looks like he's going to need some time to recuperate. What?
Yeah.
Was he able to communicate anything to you?
No. He was mid suffocation when we arrived. So we stopped it, and now we're here.
And he turns to the Arturian Knight there. You, what's your name? Rusnian. Thank you for getting down there. If we might have a moment here, me and the Seekers. Yes, of course. Again, we will notify you when Ferrek comes to. And Rusnian leaves the room and shuts the door behind him. So, no, I just wanted to be sure that this stays between you and I. But I did have a chance to talk with him, and I think he's innocent in all this. Well, I think he's been staged. It's more so to say, like, he did kill Hillip, unfortunately, but I think he's been set up.
We're in
What
agreement.
makes you say
Instinct is a
that?
good
Yeah.
one.
Well, you all talk in sync, I say.
Yeah, it's kind of a thing we do.
Are there any leads, any theories that a lot of you have come on?
Can I just get like a read on Baldane?
Yeah, go ahead and make an insight check.
You make an insight check.
Oh, you son of a bitch, I forgot about this. I was telling somebody about how you started doing this to me. What's your insight modifier?
13. Nope, not 13. 9.
9. It's probably not his place to be asking about this sort of thing, but it's not out of malicious intent. It's more like he's got some personal stake in this. Like, this is an affront to his former organization that he was a part of. So he's sticking his nose in probably where he shouldn't, but it's out of a good place.
Drag, do you need me to knock on his head?
Good thought, but no, it's okay.
Come on, man. What the hell are we supposed to do?
Just
I don't
bashes
know.
in the head of a learned circle member.
Yeah.
See,
That
it was
was pretty hard to
hollow. There was
explain.
nothing in there. It was easy to crack.
Working with barely theories at this point. So I don't want to say anything that leads you down a direction that ultimately is a waste of time. Our hope is that we'll know more by the end of, I'd say, the day, but who knows, really.
Well, if it helps you at all, in same kind of situation where I don't want it to lead down specific avenues that might be not the right train of thought, but I have my suspicions that this is a ploy on the behalf of Balesville to essentially ruin the credibility of the stability of leadership here.
That, at the very least, we're in agreement on. The how of how they're doing it is where things get a little murky.
Yeah, there's a lot of details I don't know how they're doing it. I don't know why it would involve these 4 Arturian Knights. Bless their souls. But
Well, we keep Ferrek awake. Maybe we'll keep him alive. Keep him
I'm
safe.
alive.
Maybe he'll have some information for us.
It's clearly somebody
What
wants him dead.
What exactly did you and him talk about?
Well, stubborn lad, he knew to keep his mouth shut. Because sometimes talking gets you in the wrong situation, and I understand his suspicion, considering he could no longer trust Hillip. Who knows if he could trust me? So, I asked him if he killed him. He said yes. I asked him why he killed him. He said, well, I'd just gone to have a chat with him. And he mentioned something about the lot of you finding his bird, and that seemed to tip him up over the edge.
We never told them that we found his
How
bird.
did he know that?
No, you said like
We told.
you guys
Yeah,
told
We told
Ferrek.
Ferrek. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Did he say that he was like Hillip attacked him first?
That is what he told me. Yes.
That looks like what we saw in the room. The way that the blood had splattered and stuff. Looked as if someone had rushed to the door to attack someone.
It confuses me, the whole lot of it. As what the intel the lot of you gave us about Cardrack and then Hillip going down there, and he's always been one for getting Balesville to a better place, but I wouldn't have thought he'd turncoat.
We don't know fully. This is what I was saying before. I don't want to claim anything that ends up not being true, but they might have.
You don't have to tell me. I'm sure.
I can give you vague confirmation that there's something they're able to do that maybe it wasn't Hillip it wasn't of his own volition. Whatever we're dealing with in Valesville, it's powerful and magical.
All right.
And all bets are off on what you think maybe you know.
All right. Well, let me throw to you a hypothetical. If I considered a lot of you advisors, would whatever's happening, would you advise movement against Balesville might very much become necessary? In a military sense?
You might get to that point.
Incredibly, yes.
I don't think. I think it would be ill-advised to move before we have the depth of knowledge of what we're moving against. I think you would just be leading yourselves to slaughter.
You think it'd be to slaughter? That's a big deal.
I mean, do you take military movements lightly?
Well, no, but like, what could they possibly have that, from what we've understood, it's been mostly civilians and farmers that they've been accruing from across the Ascendancy. And
I think there's a level of... You can continue.
Well, I was going to say, based on the amount of time that has passed, there's no amount of training that could really put them in preparation against the trained forces that the Ascendancy has.
I think the worry I would have is less about the farmers and stuff there, but more if Hillip wasn't in his right mind, who else isn't?
That's what I'm concerned about.
Oh.
What if suddenly all of the guards or half of this city, like, we just don't know the scale of power that they fully have, but it seems mighty.
Have you found a way to determine who can be trusted? This is starting to sound a little out of my depth.
I think it's out of most of our depths, to be honest.
May wish to consider bringing the Malaysian on this.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you're probably right. I'll meet up with the Arcanist, and we'll discuss how we can collaborate. Otherwise, though,
I know there's magics to, like, detect the thoughts of people and stuff, maybe working with the Arcanet in a way of people who would be very detrimental for them to not be on our side. Just check. See what can be read there.
One thing is for sure, I would like to ensure that we personally keep watch on Ferrek until he awakes, at least in some regard. I respectfully, sir, trust everyone in this room. I don't have a reason to trust those outside of it.
Can I have you make a persuasion check with advantage?
You may. Persuade. I'm pretty good at that. How bad did I roll, though? 21.
Well, clearly, he's not entirely safe here. Neither were these four gentlemen. So, if it would be easier for you, we could set you up with a carriage. Take him back to the keep. I know
I
the
don't
lush.
hate that idea.
What's
I think
that?
it's. I don't hate that idea. I think it's better than just leaving him here.
Yeah.
What's wrong, Elowen? Don't.
You
But
think?
I'm a little bit with Elowen on this.
We would be
we have,
making
like, a
ourselves
group
such a
huddle
target.
moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, excuse us.
Hold on a minute.
Yeah, so Gideon actually says, like, are we gonna like tell this guy? Like, can we tell this guy about the
That's
brain
what
thing?
Okay, because is
I
her
think we
is
gotta
our
start
next-
telling people.
I think we
Yeah,
need to start
right?
telling people.
Yeah, because like
Okay,
I
good.
really want to knock on his head, but like I feel like he's
No.
safe. Okay, like we can
Yeah.
tell this man about the
If
brain.
it's
either
not
way-
a good idea, we could pitch a different location.
Oh, it's gonna be fine. Just give me a sec.
One
Sorry.
second, please.
My one worry,
Apologies.
Brainton left Hillip. Might be in Derek. I don't know.
But that could be true because we were about to go talk to the rest of the learned anyways,
Can we do like
and that could be
the
true for
truth-
any of them.
the
and,
truth
like,
thing? Do the truth thing, Drac. The thing you did on Monty, like throw it on
But-
him, and we ask him, "Hey,
but-
you got like a
Doesn't
thing in your
help
brain?"
us though.
But like maybe it does. Well, I mean, if it means that we can trust him. If we can trust him, we can be like, "Hey, here's the thing."
But Gideon, it has all the same memories.
No, but
It
like
doesn't matter. It
no,
will
but
know.
like if we ask like, "Hey, are you a brain in somebody's head?" Like it's gotta say yeah, right? Like is your name?
Everyone's a brain in someone's head, but
don't
you know,
don't
if you
like,
logic it enough.
Are you the brain that is native to this body sort of situation? Like are
That's
you
actually
like,
a very good question. I
That
don't
is a
want to-
good question.
I
Like,
mean,
are
we
you-
could try it.
If we
is
ever
this
find
body?
a genie, you might be the person to make a wish, because that's like a good way to get the thing you want.
I am a salesman. It's my specialty. All right. So like,
I mean, if we're comfortable bringing this up, it doesn't matter because like we can bring it up and then ask, but like eventually we're gonna be talking to the learned anyways, and if they're already in there, like we can't tell, and we just have to kind of figure it
I
out.
think we need to trust the learned.
We gotta
I think
trust the
We
learned.
need to
Yeah.
trust something, and
Yeah.
they're the best bet we've got. So I think
Okay. So,
but we
it's
gotta
such
make
a
sure
Jack,
shame
that
are you
to trade
able-
Again, but we trust the learned.
we gotta make sure.
are you
Baldane
able
stays
to
safe,
do
though.
that spell?
Yes, I can do that right now if we want.
All right, let's
Okay.
break the huddle. Hey, Baldane, I have a proposition for you. Would you be willing to have my clerical friend here, Dracul, cast a spell which will ensure that the truth is spoken upon you?
Well, yeah.
By
hit
you,
me with
not
it.
upon you.
I,
That's so chill.
Yeah. So
It's-
everybody in the room
it's-
will have to speak
it's-
true, basically.
it's not my first rodeo. I've done this sort of thing before. Feel free to hit me with it.
Very well.
He's sitting now on Ferrek's bed, like on the side of it, and just kind of like occasionally looking at him.
So before
Like,
we ask you
show
some
good
questions,
faith in this, I will willingly fail the save. Like,
same here.
oh,
Same.
yeah.
If anyone does not wish to participate, step 15 feet away from me.
I want to warn you, Baldane, that this is going to get very, very strange with the questions we're going to ask you. I'm just warning you up front. Some of the things that we
Keep an open mind.
keep an open mind. That's a great. That's a good phrase, Drake.
It might already be more open than it was.
I was gonna say,
Spells.
I think we
Don't say
found
that.
the name for this episode.
An open mind.
Keep an open mind, but like, not too open. You'll see what we
All right. Last warning. I'm going to cast this spell.
All right.
Oh,
He fails.
so
How
great.
do we word this?
All right, I got this. So, Talbrek is the brain in your skull, the brain that was there when you were born.
You're very correct in that these are very strange questions. Yes, the brain that currently resides in my head is currently the brain that I've always had and continue to plan on having.
But was it within this body in particular?
Yes, this brain was within this body.
And
Since
you've only existed within this body for the entirety of your life.
yes, and you've never once left this body or were once outside of this body.
The confusion of the questions does throw me off a bit, but I'm going to answer the best I can in that yes. I have never left this body. I've always occupied this sack of bones.
All right, he's safe.
Yeah,
Excellent.
thank God.
I'm glad to
don't-
hear that. Okay, so
Wait,
Baldy,
stop,
we
Gideon,
have
stop,
we have
stop.
things to tell you. I'm sorry.
I slap my hand over Gideon's mouth.
Yeah, Nell, what is your concern?
I don't know. We could ask more questions. Are we so convinced that's just good enough? Like, I think we can.
Yeah, he said he wasn't a little brain thing walking around before this. I think that's fine.
Gideon, we don't.
He's now said what?
We don't really know that
We don't know if
works.
that works. We have no clue, no frame of reference for this. That's why it's so fucking scary.
But we can. I think it's. We gotta place trust in this man. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
Gideon, you're freaking playing it fast and loose with who you do and do not trust. So you're stressing
I'm-
me out.
I'm paranoid. I don't know what
I
you're
trusted.
talking
I
about.
did trust
That
Baldane
was harsh,
before we
kid.
did this, and I think
I did too. It's just
Yeah.
how. Okay, I'm gonna turn to Baldane. Do you know what an intellect devourer is?
Not a clue.
Okay. I mean, presumably it would know what it is, right?
well,
If it was in it, or
that's like
would
a
it? Be,
common term for it, and if it
if
doesn't,
it goes in, does it then think of itself as a separate being, or
Have
is
you
it?
ever eaten a
Does the
brain?
cat know that it's a cat?
I've never eaten a brain, and it's just one of those situations where if you ask a quartz what its name is, it'll reply Steve because it doesn't know it's quartz.
Good
Great question, Baldane.
Well, he says he's never eaten a
Okay.
brain, so that's a good start.
So
Anything?
you guys are
Gideon, you've had your turn.
Oh, come
stressing
on.
me out, but I mean, I'm down to explain it all, but we can't say that this for sure is a guarantee. So we're going to go into this all acknowledging that, correct? Okay. So,
Oh,
Baldane,
I'm going to interrupt you right there. And he makes eye contact with Abe. I feel like you'll get the most concise in your wording based on how quiet you've been. Can you tell me what's happening?
Sorry, could you repeat that? There was a loud muscle car going by my window.
He's asking for the too long didn't read version of what's going on because he understands you as a warrior type, and he is a warrior type.
I will do a quick sweep of my companions, looking for a nod or a shake of the head.
Gideon nods like, yeah. A little frantic, but yeah. Yeah.
We believe that there could be some sort of parasite, a physical creature that, when in Balesville, Hillip and the 4 escort guards he had were embedded with by Kardrak and whoever he works with.
All right. And what has led you to this conclusion?
In Hillip's office, there was a reptilian footprint in the bloodstain left when Ferrek landed the killing blow. There was no creature in there. It was a small footprint and didn't match a bird or any other type of creature that Hillip might have had as a pet. At least to our knowledge. We have also asked Hillip's spirit, through the use of magic, when he died. And he said, in Balesville during negotiations.
Oh, dear God. Skyfather, that's tragic. He seemed absolutely himself these last few weeks. Not a tip that something was wrong. Is there any sign that you've been able to determine somebody's
This
gotten...
bird seemed to recognize something off.
Okay,
That's
good
why it left.
old-fashioned animal insight.
Indeed.
Otherwise, I don't think we found any
This is
discernible
literally-
evidence.
This is fresh to us for like, this is like an hour-old piece of information that we have, essentially, right? Like that's what the timeline has been, pretty much.
Pretty
like,
much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like we are so new to this information that we haven't had any chance to test anything. This is, I guess, the first test of it.
If we want to confirm, we can. We have 4 guardsmen that dropped dead yesterday or today. Don't remember the timing. They dropped dead recently, this morning. So we can check their craniums, and if there's no brain in there, then it's that.
The reason for the strange questions is we believe that this parasite devours the brain of the host and then occupies it.
It's also not alone. We think there's about 5.
And we believe that when their host dies, they are able to escape and find a new host.
We can have at least one of the bodies taken to the morgue. I'll review their paperwork and see if they've given themselves up to the chopping block, unfortunately. But yeah, if any of them have given their permission, we can absolutely have somebody at the temple perform that procedure.
These 4's bodies were just found dead. It wasn't like a sign of attack or anything, correct?
No, they never woke up. They were still in their beds.
Which then also implies this creature can willingly leave the body. Not just when its host dies.
Yep.
It's terrifying. Well, I propose to you a
telling
new
us.
task. Find out how to protect us from this. That's madness.
This is why I suggest the Milege as an option.
Yes, I think that's not very much a very, very good idea.
I
Yes.
think
This
if
is
there's
far.
any way to magically check for this stuff that can be found, I think, because mundane means will not fix this. We need magic. Unless I threw around the idea of knocking on people's heads, but I think that's not going to help. So, respectfully, you got to get help from something with magic that can.
I don't know. Maybe if you hit it hard enough in the head, you
That
might
was
find
my
out.
thinking. Like maybe it can make like a weird noise, like it'd be unsettled. Like I don't know if these creatures make noise or not, but.
I mean, I probably wouldn't be able to hear the difference. Anybody else here a musician?
Mm-hmm. I
Like
was
to know.
expecting a loud like. You know, like when you like tap the top of your head, but your mouth's open. But like I figured, I don't know if it's in the brain. Like
I don't think
I
that
don't
would help Gideon. So
I don't think so either. It's just like it was an idea. But that's the best we got without magic.
Lad, I love your young energy, but we need cool level heads.
I'm sorry. It's just that this is my home at stake, and it's got me a bit antsy.
My condolences in regards to Hillip then. And know that Balesville meant a lot to him.
I know it did.
And if it's any consolation to you, Baldane, the Learned Circle meant a lot to Hillip.
Actually,
He
does
said
mean a
very
lot.
kind words with his memory of you.
May the deities that he rested on rest with him. Alright. Well, I can arrange a carriage. I can arrange the morgue. I can let you know what we find with the autopsy. Also, you are very hesitant when I pitched letting Ferret go with you. Do you have a different idea?
No, it's just I'm concerned about becoming a target. Clearly, they tried to end him here. I mean, that's the other thing you should know why I'm worried about Kardrak is that he is in league with a group of assassins. And whatever we just fought, I think, is potentially part of that. And they've
Right.
been stalking us for months. And I worry about bringing them into our keep where we have staff that we're trying to protect.
We have staff, we have guards, but on top of that, like we are already a target to these people, regardless of whether or not we bring Ferrek with us. It's
I'll be honest.
My worry
Bringing
was less
you-
of us being targets and more if one of those is in his head. I will say that was my
I mean, that
worry, is
too.
bringing that into a place of
I
only
don't-
defense is us.
I don't think that they would try to kill him if they had a thing in his head. With at least with the air things that we dealt with, I
Yeah.
figured they would just have him do something similar to what Hillip did, where he just drove us away from what was actually going on by trying to kill
At this
someone.
point, Ferrek
You're
is a
right.
liability to them, I'm sure. So,
Yeah.
Ferrek, I think maybe Ferrek saw this thing, so if we can get his account, then we can confirm everything and get some more official backing behind this.
I'd also wager that even this attempt was probably good enough. Word gets out that, well, firstly, people are already talking about the big deal that is the Armadon has been arrested for murder. And now if this gets out that the Armadon was attempted assassination in the prison that is one of the, at least, definitely the best in Brawl Bar, that would also not inspire a lot of faith, and if that's based on what I'm thinking that their goal is, they might have already completed the objective they wanted.
not necessarily.
I mean, maybe they do want him dead. I couldn't tell you. But
What
if
you're
I-
saying makes a lot of sense, though.
if, based on what I understood of that situation down in Balesville, they're very much playing into the propaganda, the creating an image. They've created an image, and this has reinforced it. I don't think they needed to kill him. They've probably even backed off.
That is hopeful thinking, I think, but
It's
I appreciate the intent.
anything else would drive me to, well, less than satisfactory contentment.
Welcome to the club.
Indeed.
You should make sure that your guards who are down there don't go blabbing their mouths around.
You did be for the best, yes. I'll put a word out. Thank you, Seekers.
Perhaps also employ not just the Malege, but any clerics in the city that have access to that spell of forcing the truth out of people, then to aid in perhaps doing some internal investigations. We don't know how long this is going to take. It's going to cripple the whole system.
Heck, we might need to get more factions involved.
Maybe.
Clerics to find out if anyone else is infected. The Malej to figure out some sort of defenses. Maybe we'll even have to recruit DNR to see what they can snoop out based on the descriptions of these things, or see if they can learn more.
Sounds like
Honestly.
you have some work on your hands then. As do
Honestly,
we.
it sounds like more like I'm gonna have to organize them, because I don't know what we're gonna do about any of this. We're warriors and philosophers. We can make them weapons, and we can defend them in combat and spread the good word, but
You can inspire hope in your people. Your leaders. Lead.
You got to stay
No.
safe, though. They're after you.
well, thank you for saying that. I think that is exactly the role we'll have to play. The Arturian Knights. Forged by the Dirk. And now we'll have to keep everyone's chins up. Alright. I can sit pretty for a while. But yes, we'll be safe about it. We'll do our best to rally. Oh, by the way, how's everybody else doing? You got to meet with the others, yeah?
We just got waylaid downstairs or whatever, so
The gnome was sufficiently liquored up.
Gath doesn't handle stress well. No.
Hmm.
And unfortunately he has enough coin to be able to buy too many wines, so doesn't surprise me.
I seem to have taken this the most, made him the most unhinged of the group. Everyone else had a pretty good head on their shoulders when we met with them.
Well, I mean, I've known Gath a long time, and he puts up a pretty confident front. But no, out of all of us, he's the most self-conscious. I mean, look at the house he has. He's in one of the safer neighborhoods of the freaking city, and yet he feels the need to build a fortress.
Fair. Well, I'm glad he's got a fortress right now. Tell you
Well,
what.
it certainly has worked out for the lot of them. I'm gonna remain here, however, and I've always been closer to the people, so that I didn't even want to become a learned. The community wanted me, and then I was like, "Oh, fine. I'll come out of retirement, whatever."
Just ensure you keep your most trusted guards with you.
Yeah, let me know how we can, when you find out how we can protect ourselves, how to do that. So, but for now,
You have a pet?
unfortunately not.
I
Well,
think
that's not entirely
that-
true. I've got a pet rock. Doesn't do much, though.
Buddy had a pet rock.
Okay.
It's on the end of a blade, though.
Oh, yeah, no, that was like a thing that kids did. Like, you get like a rock and you can like
Yeah.
paint
No,
it.
it's very common among
Now,
the
what were you
dwarven
going to
kids.
say?
Yes, please.
No, we could keep talking about rocks. It seems good. The number one thing I'd suggest for yourself is never go to sleep without someone watching you. That seems crazy, I know, but I think that would be like the biggest entry point. If this creature decides that you're next, that's how they would get in.
Well, don't know how I'm going to do that, because you do that, you put somebody on the payroll, so it sounds like I'm going to need to buy myself a dog mole. Get myself my own little pet. Not that it
Yeah,
would stay
good.
awake likely, but at least sounds like at least an animal intuition is useful.
Even look at maybe someone who could cast like alarm on your rooms. Something comes in. Just look at warding spells.
Yeah, that'll be some coin, I'm sure, for some scrolls, but you know, safety is not that, so.
Coin or your life, my friend.
Well, also it's public money, so
coin or everyone's lives then.
Oh,
I-
you clearly haven't played politics much, because then you have to explain to them, oh, I was buying these to protect me. And they love that.
From what? From weird brain-eating things that
That's right.
don't
And they'll
sound
go, oh,
real
yeah,
until we-
no, that makes sense. Do
Yeah.
it.
Hello, and how long can we read crazy fast for? How much longer
I was
do we
gonna
have this?
say, for 24 hours. I could potentially help make scrolls.
And if anywhere is going to have information on how to protect your mind magically from things like this, might be able to find them in the libraries here.
It's true. We should go do some research, maybe.
Charity would have some information.
Perhaps.
Well, good. You have a rapport with Charity.
Or the Chandier.
Well, either of them would probably be quite a bit of help on this. But I'll definitely make the connection with the Malesh. I'll get them informed at least as much as is needed to know. We probably don't want to stir this too fast. And I appreciate you taking your time to crack my brain open.
Anytime.
Please don't. Well, what more can I do for you?
Stay
Are we-
safe.
Were we leaving Ferrek here then?
He can stay. We'll post up a watch, but still think he'd be safer with you. But I understand your concern for your workers, and
I think he's gonna be safer with us.
Gideon
I'll
put it
made a
to a
great
vote.
point.
I
that
think
they
you made a
wouldn't
good
try
point,
to kill him.
Gideon.
My biggest concern would be bringing those creatures into the keep, but I think you're right.
All right.
I think he
Makes
seems safe.
sense.
As long as you're all in agreement with it, then let's do it.
Alarm outside his room. You know.
Alarm the
dispel it.
entire keep if we can.
Be up all night putting alarms up.
we'll go talk to Charity or the Chandier if you can. Maybe she'll be able to help you in that regard.
Okay. So, you'll arrange a carriage for us to take Ferrek?
Absolutely. It'll come back here when you're ready to go, and we'll send you with it.
Alright.
We'll
Keep a close eye on him in the meantime.
absolutely, and we can book you as a train car, just yourselves and Ferrek, so you can get back to your keep in good time.
Thank you.
Sounds good.
All right, stay safe.
You as well. Remember,
Alright.
chin up.
That's right, chin up, big smiles. Been doing it for years, so away we go. All right, get out of here, you kids.
Thank you, sir.
I think I'm older than you.
Probably, but yeah, still kids.
Take care.
Seekers, where to?
I think as we leave, I'm like,
I can't let Valin be in the city if we're getting the Melange involved in this.
I know. I think if
Obligation.
anyone's going to help deal with it, though, Elowen, they're probably pretty well equipped.
I'm sure the Melange can help, but Balloon himself,
I understand.
can we bring him back to the keep?
Think you can try to convince him?
Willing
A
and
job
able
like
convince
that.
him.
to escape his obligation.
I understand. I know what you're saying, but I can't.
We can
I-
try.
Try. Like, I'm not saying not to.
We can try.
Gideon can work some of his merchant magic on him.
It didn't go well last time. We'll see.
No, I think it means the most coming from Elowen.
That's I agree.
If anyone will convince him.
Yeah, I don't want to talk on behalf of Ellen. Like, you know, your aunt here thinks you should quit. No, I don't think that's gonna fly. So,
Quit your
You'd be
job,
like
kid.
the finger waving scold. I'm sending you to the keep.
doesn't help that I'm much younger
Go
than
to
he
your
is,
room.
probably. So,
Yes.
Probably-
certainly.
yeah.
So we need to figure out what we're doing next. What time of day is it? Out of curiosity.
Oh, that's a fantastic question. God, it's been a month.
It feels
I
like
think
it's
we're
been
at, like,
10 years.
I feel like it's like 2 or 3 in the afternoon.
Yeah, I don't think it was too late.
Yeah.
I think maybe we
But a
should
lot
check
has
in.
happened today.
We should check in on the other learned.
Yeah. I just want us to like just go kind of through the list of what we need to be doing and just figuring out like what's going to be done today versus I don't know. So I think learned is next, right?
Then
Fill
maybe
them
once we're
in.
there, I have a spell that could locate a creature. If we want to try to find where one of these things are.
Sure.
That's a good idea.
I
to
have a
try.
good enough description of what it looks like, so that might be enough.
Okay. When we were there last time, or maybe the first time we checked in with them, they were talking about how there's like we could be looking for people who have knowledge of magical beasts and whatever the fuck the bugs are. So if we start pursuing those threads, maybe they would also know more about the intellect devourers.
Maybe a
Um,
bookstore might have something weird.
Yeah. I think talking to Charity is a good idea. And in person, of course. Talking to Balloon.
We also thought about maybe going back to the library and looking for more specific spells that or detect these creatures.
Yeah. Okay. All right, let's just, I guess, start with the learned and then go from there.
All right.
Denny, could we have considered that chat with Baldane a short rest?
It wasn't exactly an hour long.
Okay, all good.
You call upon, I assume, Sonic and Dale, the
Hi.
famous rickshaw duo of Brulbar.
Hope
Get
they
you where
don't
you
get
gotta go
brained.
fast. And zippy zippy boom, you guys make your way on over to Gath Bay's fortress home.
Fortress of Solitude.
Fortress of Nomitude.
And once there, you guys encounter the same guard that was there previously. He's like, oh no, I remember you guys. Come in. And he opens the gate for the lot of you. And
Future reference, I don't think do that. Just in general.
all right. Can I see some identification?
Yes.
You okay?
I
You're
suppose
good.
it
You're
doesn't
good. You're
necessarily
good.
help
You're good.
in this
You're good.
situation either, really, does it?
Great. Well, I'm
That's
glad I've got people like you to tell me how to do my job. Now go ahead and walk yourselves into the home.
Somebody's gotta.
Oh, but
Wow.
Oh gosh, the hoity-toity people, I tell you.
How you learn? Someone tells you how to do something.
He's ignoring you guys at this point.
Unless you read it out of a book.
A lot of you make your way up to the house. And
if he's one of those things, he'll be the one to kill us.
That's fair.
all right, you guys make your way to the door. Rat-a-tat-tat. And once again, several locks come open as somebody peeks open the door. Oh yes, come in, come in. And Gath Bay once again welcomes you into his home. It's still warm and cozy, but it seems like people have begun to wander about the house now. Like, everyone's like, no, we're not sitting at this table. Gath's got a big house.
Is Gath still drunk, or is he a little more sober now?
He seems to have kind of recuperated a bit. And
Okay.
it's like, I'm sorry about my earlier disposition. I've had a lot to drink.
We could
Oh, you
tell.
don't say.
Mm-hmm. So, how can I help you?
We could get everyone together again.
All right, yep. Excuse me, could you gather up the other learned members? We're having a meeting. All right, I'm gonna... Feel free to have a seat. I'm going to just rest my head on the table. If you need anything, let one of the servants know. And he just kind of like clearly dealing with a hangover already.
Oh,
Hit him with it.
yeah. I reach over. Hey, pal. I might need you to be a little bit more present for this. Do you mind if I help you out?
Is it coffee? I've tried coffee.
Not quite. And I'll just touch my finger to his temple and cast Lay on Hands to neutralize the hangover, if I can. Does that work, or is it just drunkenness that I can do?
Be drunkenness, but
Oh,
I'll allow it.
okay.
I really should have gone to magic school. That's just way too useful.
I didn't go to school. I'm just, I just serve a god. The lazy man's way.
I'll have to get in on that then. And, all right, I'm good. Thank you for that. And after a short time, the other learned are collected from the house and rejoin at the table. All right, so welcome back. What, I assume something to report or inform myself? Says, I'll take Quillan 3.
Look
Okay, so
around,
this
anyone
sounds
else?
like it's going. It sounds like it's going to be an easy conversation then.
No.
Says
No.
Dream.
Okay.
I'll let my friends handle this.
I like
this
looked to the
time.
group and I was like, Hillip trusted them. We trust them.
We trust them. You guys
Gendo?
just do the thing.
I can
Oh.
do
We're
the
gonna-
spell if you want me to, but I don't think it will really make a difference at this point.
I think I'm fine not to.
Yeah, the other one
Then
might be
we're
the
a
more useful
problem.
one. Locating.
Yeah, I think
we
if one of
can-
them were a problem, they would all be dead by now.
No, I don't think so. Because the whole point is that if they control them, let's just tell them what's going on first
So-
before we
Ah.
speculate.
Yeah. Good idea.
Okay. We investigated the office. What we found there seemed to show that there was a third creature in there. When we saw the pools of blood, there were these like reptilian footprints. Alwyn and I looked into this a bit, and we discovered talks of a creature called an intellect devourer, one that could take over a person's body. That person was killed, it could leave it. We've seemed to also discover they might be able to leave willingly. These creatures seem to have been implanted, taken over Hillip and the 4 Arturian guards that went with him to Balesville. We went to the church and Drac used Speak with Dead on Hillip's body. He informed us that he died in Balesville. The creature that was in that office was not him.
A disheartened silence falls over the learned circle.
Hillip, I do want to say that he thought highly of all of you. He did have kind words to say about all of you in his death. We went to talk to Ferrek, and what we found there was that the 4 other guards, the Arturian Knights that had gone with him, were all found dead in their beds, which is why we were led to these creatures seem to have the ability to leave themselves. On top of that, there was an assassination attempt on Ferrek's life. We prevented it. What seems to go similar to the evidence we found, Baldane had talked to him, is that Hillip initiated the attack. Ferrek defended himself, we weren't able to talk more. We do have some questions, but this is the information we have found so far.
At this present moment, we don't have a confirmed solid way to know if these creatures are present in someone's mind. One of the bodies of the guards is going to be brought to the coroner, investigated to confirm. We only have a way of confirming after death. So that's what we know right now.
Felina Grot speaks up. The learned representative from Valenbridge, human, wears the scientist-like lab coat and dark complexion. Now, I assume you haven't really found much in regards to the biology of this creature that you're suggesting. Would you happen to have learned if it was naturally occurring, or if it was something that was constructed, made, mutated?
All we know is it looks like a brain with reptilian feet, which I truly cannot imagine any god or gods in this world creating an abomination. I, for my own sanity, have to hope that a creature that vile was created by people equally as vile.
Okay, so running on these theories, because that's all we have at this moment, it seems, is theories. But if that is in fact the case, to bring something to a semblance of life would take, especially out of nothing, or out of non-living materials, or that is aside from saying it could be organic materials such as a brain. I imagine such a process would be very exerting in resources and probably also time. And you said how many of these instances might be involved? 5. And that being a large number, I would be willing to hypothesize that that's probably about as many would be in operation. These are all assumptions, of course. I cannot give you a definitive answer. But as a specialist in biology and alchemic practices, I can attempt a informed analysis of that. But if we were able to grab one of these creatures, I could learn a lot more.
I will keep that in mind if we ever, when, I'm not even going to say if, when it feels inevitable, we encounter one of these things. My plan is to go and talk with folks at the Arcanet and do some research to see if there's at least some way to preemptively protect. I imagine it would be hard to protect everyone in this town, but at least people of importance, people who the knowledge they have. So that is one thing. This thing seems to hold the knowledge of people it takes over. Philip's journal continued as if he was him, which does lead to a worry that any problems here, anything that you would not want to know and that the learneds know, Kardrak knows.
They all kind of look at each other. And there's a sense of like them just like wordlessly being like, what information have we compromised? Well, if I'm scared shitless. I'm going to say that. But also, if what Felina is saying is true and there aren't that many, it might actually be easy to track them. Especially, like, if you're following a line of deaths, so to say, like if they hop between bodies or if they hijack one and then go somewhere else, I'm sure we could get a map of the city, and he like snaps to like servants nearby. Map, please. And they spread it out on the table, and it's a map of Brublar. If, for example, and Gath takes a pin and like puts it in the map, like Frostjaw Tower. So like you've had 4 deaths there, and he puts another pin in the Hall of the Circle. So like if we hear more reports of weird, suspicious deaths, we could begin kind of tracing a line of where they're going. Or if we don't hear anything that seems weird, it's probably either safe to assume one of 2 things. They've left the city, or they're spying. But if I feel like it's not in their interest to do a lot of killing, because that draws attention.
I mean, the obvious assumption to make is 5 of them, 5 remain of you.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Yeah. That's where we're operating from as well. Just the steps so far that have been taken in this movement very much appear to be to sow discord in this city and to have the people lose faith in the leaders of it. And it seems like we talked to Baldane about it already. Had some theories about, you know, Hillip basically wanting to die by his hand to kick things off. Ferrek being able to be killed or nearly so in what's supposed to be such a secure prison.
Elielf, this is a mess. I mean, it absolutely makes sense in terms of their goals in Bearsville. How to combat this sort of thing?
Why? This is the part that if sowing dissent to make people disillusioned with the ascendancy is the point, why continue that if they get all 5 of you? Like, in theory, if these things obey Kardrak or whoever is pulling the strings of all of this, well, if they have all 5 of you, what is that? Like,
you bring up a
like
good
why
point.
not just rule? Like, you could all step down, or you could slowly work to put someone there. What is the point of the scheming and the civil war in this thing where they have something that can just be you?
Maybe they assume that we are capable of having the protections against these things, so maybe it's not so easy. I mean, Hillip was in Balesville too. If what you say is true, get the thing in their head. Or
what if it's not to rule?
No, maybe it's all a spectacle.
It's the deaths. Like, what if it is, the whole point of this is, what if it's to kill a lot of people? A lot of people went missing at the incident in Balesville. Like, what if it's to make a bigger thing like that? I'm just thinking, just seems
There's
weird.
only 5 of them.
Yeah, I'm talking about the
event,
the fight, the idea of creating a bunch of farmers that want a civil war and a rebellion to uprise. The bloodshed is the thing. Like, what if it's like some sort of, it's that, like, it's not about Kardrak ruling this thing, because this seems simpler to do, just taking over the 5 of you.
It's for the chaos.
Kind of a sacrifice or something?
Maybe. I mean, or maybe it's one of many plans, and maybe if he does get all 5 of you, there's a simpler solution to this. But
Might just have contingencies.
Yeah.
So Is everything that they're doing some sort of weird distraction from something else?
Could be.
Why take, it's like, why not just take over? You have the five people who are in charge. You overrule the one because inevitably there'll be a sixth person. You make Hardrak that sixth person when you're the five of you. Oh, the former Reeve of Balesville who became a learned dies, and the new Reeve is obviously the person to take over that. And the five of you in agreement?
Yeah. That makes sense to me.
There are much larger things at play in this world as well, though, right? Perhaps this is a distraction.
That's why I think the ruling, the Balesville separating thing doesn't make sense to me.
It's
That's
surface
it.
level, if anything.
Also, like, why, leave if the whole, like, if Balesville is leaving is just the point of it, like, that seems to, they leave and the rest stay. It's like, that's that. That could easily stop there. What's the reason to keep pushing?
We could speculate all day on all of these things, but I think we need to start making some concrete choices towards fixing this problem that we're dealing with right now.
Mm-hmm. I assumed their overall goal would be to take over Bull Bar, but there's a lot of good points that have been brought up here. I propose. Now, you've mentioned that there are bigger things at play. If you happen to know if these things might be connected to what we're currently dealing with, I don't think we've all been very forthright.
You're correct.
Would you like to expand on why you'd gone to the Rinzar Peaks?
Like, look to the group again.
Told them so much.
I know.
I think it is best
It's time.
to have minds on this as
My
possible.
stance has been clear on this for a while, so.
So when the desolation happened, the druids all left. We've been tasked to essentially bring them back. I don't know how magically inclined all of you are, but those of you who have studied probably know some bit about, as there's positive energy in the world, and say our entire plane is that. There's an opposite. There's the void or negative energy, a force of destruction. That's coming. And that was what we were sent out to essentially prevent. The archdruids that had left, or had slumbered, were supposed to be awoken by my mother, who wasn't here when we returned from the desolation. We've been traveling, so we went to an enclave of theirs in the Smoky Gulf. We went to one in the Rinzar Peaks. That was why we were so adamant that we do not have time to stay here for months and months until a decision was made. I think we're standing now, we think there's... how many months? Can't remember off the top of my head.
Couple.
This many.
4,
we
I
say.
believe. It's,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I
it's
think
around
it's 4 months.
Yeah, I was like, in my head, it was like somewhere between 3 and 6. 4 is a great number between those. About 4 or so months until we think that this event will truly start rolling into motion. And that's that's what we've been set to take care of. We've encountered creatures possessed by this void. We've encountered things created by it. And it just wants to consume.
Do you
And
think
part
that might be what Kaldrak wants to?
We're figuring out where he fits into this. We think there's a connection. We think he's connected to something to do with the crystal and the midnight sun.
The oh,
From
the big crystal
giant-
underground.
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay. Yes, I
So
remember.
you-
Arturos told me a little bit about that.
so have you heard about how is it just Argon folk that have been disappearing or all Starborn?
All Starborn.
Yeah. So have you heard about the disappearance of Starborn folks?
Those have made it to our ears on occasion, though they seemed disparate and road kind of situations, so we assumed the Reeves would be taking care of their territories.
We don't know if it's connected. Our theory is that it is. We think, obviously, Kardrak has the saying about the midnight sun rising. That's become kind of the anthem of people rising up against the Ascendancy. He had access to Arcan Veludium when we ran into him in Vallum Bridge. And
Right, I'd forgotten about that detail.
yes, and well, in the Rinzar Peaks, there are alumbrite ruins there that we traversed. And in doing so, we made contact with a lore keeper from that civilization. And we were able to essentially see the last moments of Alumbria. The crystal cracking, everything being sundered, and a potential connection with a gnomish wizard that might be on our plane now and might be connected. Might be Kardrak, we don't know. Might be just wearing Kardrak's face for some reason. So it's hard to explain because we have a lot of uncertainties. A lot of things that could be connected, but we're not sure how.
Altea kind of looks around the group. Well, I think there are two ways we can kind of proceed. The work you've been doing sounds incredibly important. And she looks to Azaria. I'm sorry about your mother. If it sounds like we're stuck between a rock and a hard place, but I think the way I see it is you all go and deal with this druid situation, which makes sense that Charity recently proposed to us a trade agreement with a druid enclave, so this begins to make the picture clearer a little bit. So you go off and deal with this druid situation, and we find our avenues here to continue investigating into Balesville, and very well might involve sending somebody in to infiltrate. And even before we do that, though, prepare them the proper wardings and research to keep them safe.
I mean, an easy option, just to jump into that, is send in someone who doesn't actually have an organic brain. And I kind of gesture at Abe.
Are you certain that would
Right.
work?
No, but we don't know enough about it. Just something to consider potentially.
I mean,
We
the
also
lot
don't
of
know
you
what they're gonna
already
do with an Argon folk.
exactly. You've all already mentioned that Starbound ever going missing. If they're involved, that paints them as a different type of target.
That's
So-
true.
So there's that option. Alternatively, you gauge whatever time you have, and hopefully we send it out of you, if you're capable of infiltration, into Balesville to learn solidly what their goals are, what they're doing, what they're planning, and then hopefully we have time remaining that the world doesn't burn or whatever it is that's going to happen if you don't do your thing. Leonard, what do you think? Yeah, this sucks. This is bad. Whereabouts?
It's nice to be able to share the everything sucks with other people.
Oh,
We've been saying
thanks.
this for months.
Oh, great.
Amazing.
Oh, I'm so happy you were able to share that with us. Thanks. Where do you have to go for your druid thing?
The other side of the continent.
The Wilderglen wetlands is
Well,
next.
if only it could be a few months later. We're working on a road there. Yeah, okay, so that's going to be hard to get to. Perhaps you
We
could...
have potential avenues. I wouldn't really worry yourself about it.
Oh, good. Okay,
Finance,
okay. So we don't have to ask that ourselves. That's great. Damn. Well, it's a tough game to play. There are a lot of pieces of motion. Of course, it sounds like what it is you have to do has to get done at some point, essentially soon. The potential consequences of either one of these would be that if, meanwhile, while you're gone, perhaps we end up with more people that are infected, or perhaps we've underestimated the numbers, or we don't find a way to protect ourselves in time to be able to pursue the intel gain that would help us in this situation. But if you stay, what happens to the time? What happens if we lose you? So honestly, I think we've become quite heavily reliant on the lot of you.
Well, I think that at the very least, we could stay for a few days to try and help deal with this brain situation.
I
Because
suppose that is a place to start.
as much as it would be easier to track the creatures with deaths, I think preventing deaths should be the main focus.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Like, we shouldn't have to let people die to get this done if we can do it first.
Well, I was telling my friends before, I have a way to locate a creature with the general description of it, so I could at least find one of the things within
Okay,
a
and-
certain radius.
And how do you do that?
Well, I am a relatively practiced cleric, so
There. Okay. So, do you know if High Planetary clerics might have access to the same kind of thing?
I don't think I'm the most powerful cleric I've ever met, so I'm sure they do exist. Probably in the city is where I bet you would find them.
Well, I can. The temple's under one of my wards, so I can go speak with them and see if they're capable of such a thing, and perhaps we can have more clerics go out and see if they can find anything. Though
Indeed.
I hesitant to do so without the proper protections, but if
I
we can
think
figure
what is
that
best
out.
for the four of you is to stay as safe as you can.
I also don't know if it would work. Is it worth testing it now just to see
I could,
if you get anything from it? Because
if we all want to know where the closest brain-eating creature is. Stick around.
Does
I mean,
it-
I don't, but it would be helpful.
Does it have like a range, or are you able to just?
That's quite far. So
I mean,
I
Bropar
don't
is
really know how big the city is.
huge.
Look, I don't really have standardized ways of measuring distances. I come from a very small hunting village, so we track things by different numbers of trees.
At the very least, we'll know if this property is secure.
Okay.
There's that. Some peace of mind from the mines.
Yeah.
Now, and DM asking, what is the
Yeah.
range on it?
It's 1,000 feet.
Oh, that's gonna be such a small area.
It'll be the house.
1,000-foot
Definitely
radius.
the house. You'll probably get this like
Uh,
neighborhood or
It's about
portion of
like
it.
I think it's worth doing. Yeah.
it's
I
a
mean,
fifth
what
of
else
a
are we gonna
mile,
do?
roughly.
Let me just read
I
the
think-
description again.
Let's see.
How many miles wide is Brilbar?
Yeah.
Uh,
It's pretty big.
let me pull up a
Probably gonna
map.
need like 3 clerics per division.
This is totally going to be one of those things that's completely inconsistent. I do not have a mile scale on here.
I don't know if we need it
think
right now.
I don't think we need to worry about that right now.
I
We
really
literally
just asked that as a bit of a joke.
Yeah, I think just checking to see the people in this room mainly. And also, I don't even know if it works because I don't know if they're considered creatures. So it's just before we put all
I
of our
think
eggs in
try
this
it.
basket, like just give it a shot and see.
Might also be like if they're in someone's head, it doesn't locate them
Yeah.
because they're no longer. Yeah, that's,
But I think we
it's
should
worth-
try it,
worth
and
a shot.
especially here.
yeah.
Danny, I'll read you the description, at least like the fine print of it. If the creature is moving, you know the direction of its movement. The spell can locate a specific creature known to you or the nearest creature of a specific kind, as long as you have seen such a creature up close within 30 feet at least once. If the creature you described or named is in a different form, such as being under the effects of a polymorph spell, the spell does not locate the creature.
Oh, okay, so that wouldn't work then.
But it sounds like you have to have seen it.
That's
Yeah.
also the problem.
I mean, but did we not see Hillip? Right? Like, if we're saying that them in this body is...
We actually never saw Hillip
Have we never seen Hillip since he came back?
since.
Also possible.
No, that's
Oh,
not true.
No, we did. In our angry, we'll leave in a month meeting.
Yeah.
Not Hillip, but we didn't see
So
the actual.
if them in a
Yeah.
body
Yeah.
counts, then we've seen them in a body.
No, the whole like polymorph and changed form thing would make me think.
Yeah. Well, you know. Like, are they in a changed form? They're still... I don't know. I guess
They're
then we
in
have
mech
to read
form.
this.
It's the
Yeah.
only
They're
thing.
ratatouilleing.
They're in Ratatouille form.
It's the only thing in my wheelhouse that could possibly help us in this moment, so that's why I'm just trying it out.
I mean,
Can't
you
hurt.
could still cast it for sure.
Yeah, I'm going to because I don't know all that stuff.
I think it's worth trying.
Okay, so Jack will just focus and hold this holy symbol and just try to picture the description that he got of like this weird reptilian-legged brain. Try to
Alright.
focus on like the malicious intent of such a thing.
Mm-hmm. So you focus on your symbol, and you let your senses expand past your corporeal form, almost stretching out in every direction at the same time. You are hunting down a malicious energy. You are flying through streets. You have the sensation of the ethereal world. And as you scan through this area 1,000 feet out from you, you detect no such hostile, abominative energy.
I also have a spell and see a creature's true form. I don't know that it would work in this scenario. And I am hesitant to cast it.
I could see if Divine Sense does anything first, if you don't want to cast that right away.
It's hard if we don't know if they're here or not. We don't know if what we're doing is working or not.
Yeah.
Spell's ability to detect those such things, though, would be. Because if these things are truly
That's
from the void, they're
Yeah.
definitely some sort of aberration.
Well, if it's that specific word, it wouldn't work. So,
Felingrad
I can
pipes
try
in.
it.
Yeah, I'm based on what you've described so far, like if it's in somebody's brain cavity, I don't know if, like, it's not X-ray vision what you're describing, correct?
Body
Which-
still
yeah.
its true self, right? It's just something in it. God, this sucks.
Oh, it's awful.
Yes.
However, I'm comfortable with the work that Dracul has put there. I'm at least feeling a bit at ease. I don't know about the rest of the learned here. Honestly, I mean, of course I'm worried, but the whole situation is complicated. I don't know if slinging spells around is going to be the answer to everything. I think there needs to be research that needs to be done.
That was our next
Yeah,
plan, actually.
I was going to suggest the next step being looking at least a way of protection from this.
Right.
Is there any other cases similar to like things taking over people without like removing the brain? Might be a good place to start.
We can look into that when we go to the library.
Yeah, maybe like magic like that'll work. I don't know.
Well, we won't keep you any longer. I unless you have anything more to tell us, we will stay put. Be very picky as to who we let in, and thank you for your hard work. The Ascendancy has much to thank you for, and probably will be forever in your debt, provided that we don't get our brains eaten or the world implodes, whatever it ends up being.
Right,
Assuming
stop that.
both of those don't happen, we can talk about a fun parade after.
I'd open a restaurant or something.
Yeah.
Settle down.
Oh, wouldn't it be nice?
That's what
I
I'm
will,
aiming for.
I will escort the lot of you out if we are done here. Alright, well, have fun. The brains.
Have some water.
Water. I got told.
Get it yourself.
I pay them.
That's fair. He
Jack
does
doesn't
pay them.
understand that.
That's fair. He does pay them.
This is a job. It probably actually pays pretty well looking at the size of this place.
A servant going by is like, actually, it's pretty easy. He's not here a lot of the time, so.
Imagine there's a lot of rooms you can also hide in if you need a break. Like, this place seems so big. It's just him.
Not much line the guards, but
Went into the wrong line of work.
yeah, they walk away with the water and pour him a drink. Well, Altea walks the group of you to the door and once again steps outside with you. Well, you able to connect with my daughter?
Yes,
Yeah, she's safe.
She's back at the keep now. Hopefully, we'll be joining her shortly.
I appreciate everything you're doing for us. For me especially, now. If there's any support you need from me or anything I can do, let me know. Though my range is, of course, a little limited at the moment, but maybe couriers or whatever is required.
Be sure to let you.
Your daughter was really worried about leaving you here with things so unknown. I don't know what you want to do with that information. I just thought maybe it would be relevant.
I'll be sure to send her a letter and keep her posted.
She'd like that.
Yeah. Well, keep her safe, and I'll do my best on this end with this lot. I've handled that rapier before, so if push comes to shove, I can handle myself a little bit, so...
Hopefully it doesn't come to that, but...
No, of course.
Good to know. It's
make
good
a
to have
drink
other
about
things
if
under
you
your
want.
belt.
Fun pastimes. Hobbies get bald after a little while, but, no, of course. I'll let you go. I don't... Good day. And she steps back inside. Shuts the door, and you hear all the locks slide and twist and reseal them inside this fortress prison.
Gath guy's really growing on me now.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm
he's
just
funny.
Interesting
I'm-
timing.
I'm like baffled that he's a public servant, to be honest.
Oh, it makes sense. I get it. He's
I
funny.
mean, like, they're voted for. I don't know. Like, yeah, I'd vote to have a drink with him, sure, but I don't want to
think
be dealing with
he's-
policy.
He's like the learned of like trade, isn't he?
Yeah, he's like in charge of the merchant
Yeah.
districts.
Yeah, that makes perfect
Maybe
sense.
they just voted for him because he had that cool beard.
I mean, hey, it is pretty cool. I'm not growing that though. That's ridiculous.
Probably took a very long time.
Yeah, it's very. It works for him.
I will
You
say,
don't have to
I do
have a
feel-
beard.
I
It's fine.
do feel better knowing that there's at least none of those creatures near us at the moment.
If that spell actually detects them, right?
Well,
Not to shit on your potluck, but it's just
Fine.
there's so much we don't know. So
We just need to find one of these things. Like we need to like suss out someone who has one of these in them, and then we need to like knock them out, and then
Yeah.
point to Azaria and Elwyn. Research time.
Azaria, you get a message in your head. Hello, I was surprised to find that the lot of you weren't at the keep. I was going to pop by for a visit, but I must have picked a bad time. You recognize the voice of Charity.
I can reply. It's like sending.
Yeah.
If you're there right now, well, I'll tell the group. Can we get back to the keep? Like, I look at Alwyn specifically. Can we get back to the keep right now?
well, we have some of
In
us have to
10
pick up
minutes,
Ferrek.
But there are a lot of things going on. We still
Yeah,
need to
some
do in the
some of
city.
us. Yeah, some of
I
us
think we need to get Ferrek, but Charity's there.
Tell her
She can get
she
here
meet us
easier
at
than she
Frostjaw?
can get there.
Yeah, in the city. Big things. Can you meet us at Frostjaw? Sorry.
Sure. Yeah, that should be fine. I got it.
See you there.
Super
Capital
user
B
sending.
big. All right, let's get back to Frostjaw so we're not making our way there too.
Okay.
right?
Oh,
I guess. Well, that's one thing off of our list then.
so
Yeah.
the guard at the front gate, as you guys have walked down the path to get out of Gath's property. Identification, please.
I'm
badge.
getting it.
There you go.
Nice. Okay, good. I thought it would be a little redundant to do it on the way out, but, just want to play it safe.
Smart.
This is the right time to be playing it safe, yes.
Now, listen, I do want to state that I understand the severity of the situation, but
Mm-hmm.
you probably wouldn't have gotten past that door either.
You don't know that. You can't say that with any certainty. Keep your head on a swivel. Things are about to get crazy. And I'd walk away.
Yes, ma'am.
She said.
Nods and goes, yep, well said.
No notes.
Now I wonder what magic's on that door that would have prevented us if we weren't us.
Now,
Oh,
a lot of you don't have to go too far to get back to Frostjaw Tower, but it is expedited with Sonic and Dale. You guys make your way back to Frostjaw, and you meet with Talbrack, and he tells you, all right, the carriage is all set for whenever you need to go. We've also got you a train car, so if that's still required, by all means, you're all set. And a short time later, Charity arrives in a rickshaw of her own and hops off in front of Frostjaw Tower. Hi, hello everyone. I just got briefed on the commotion that's been happening, so that makes a lot of sense that you're in the city today. How is everybody doing?
Who briefed you?
My secretary, who... It was kind of my fault. I teleported out of the tower instead of going down the stairs. I tend to miss a lot of people that way.
Well, why do we want her here? This is not like a super secure place to talk.
This is what I was told.
Well,
I had
I mean,
25
You
words.
can accompany us in the car or something.
We have lots to fill you in on. I don't think this area
Okay.
is the correct place to do so.
Are we going to go back to the keep again, or...?
I guess we need to do research, but like, are you guys wanting to do it today? Because not all of us need to be there for that, but we could.
I would like to talk to Balloon today. And today is a good day for us to do research because we can do it.
Got the thing, yeah.
I know we can do it again in a couple days, but we'll be tired tomorrow.
Yeah.
Also, we have whatever time we spend at home is time that those things can get more things done.
Well, we have to bring Ferrek there. So,
Yeah, that's right. Shall we split up a bit?
Azariah and I can move quick.
yeah.
We could go up north and then back to the
Well,
school.
I say that the people with magic should be staying in the city. So, I can go back if needs be.
I also want to go back. I need to go north first and pick up Naivaro's stuff. And then I would like to go back to the keep.
Sorry, Charity, bear with us.
Yeah, sorry,
Yeah,
Navarra is
it's,
at the keep though, so you could have a nice reunion with her once we all get
Oh.
back there.
Oh, that's so sweet. I'm so excited to see her.
Yes.
Wait, she's at the keep.
Yeah.
But if we're going to keep talking, I wonder if the Arturian Knights could give us a base in here to talk. Just do it out of the streets and then figure things out.
Yeah,
Well, Dane has already been briefed on all of this. So.
Yeah, like maybe his office or the Armadon's office. I assume that's where.
Very well. Now, very well. Come with me. And she seems to take a posture that is like much taller than she is, and just strolls on in to the Frostjaw Tower.
I love Charity. She's great.
Yes, Abe.
Before we go in, can I do a quick sweep to see if we're being watched at all?
Sure. Go ahead and make a perception check.
It's a good roll. Old bad eyes, don't fail me now. 25.
aside from the like people that are walking past and like perusing the gardens and the scenery and whatnot, and some people looking toward like the House of the Learned or the Hall of the Circle, like people are very curious about what's going on right now. And the few people that are looking your way are mostly just like, you know, kind of like, must be serious, like this, the Phoenix is here. It seems people still aren't
Awesome.
exactly aware of the Seekers, but it's getting there.
You're aware of the Phoenix. That's
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we want.
That's fine.
So funny. Oh boy.
Aside from that, though, it doesn't seem anybody's like specifically trying to listen in. Right.
Very inside.
A lot of you follow Charity inside. And that's where we're going to end today's session. We started in Frostjaw Tower, we ended in Frostjaw Tower.
Cool.
No
Continues
progress
anew.
today.
I mean, truly, did we do anything?
I think we did.
We saved a man's
saved
life.
you.
Yeah, we saved a man's life.
Finally told the Learned Circle all the shit.
Yeah, which I'm happy about because I wanted them to know
Yeah.
before, but it's just so hard. Literally, so much what we need to do is have conversations, and I'm getting antsy because I'm like, there's so many things to talk to people about. Like, oh god,
I mean,
this is hard.
to also be fair, you guys did start. The first half was a combat, so,
Yep. And we didn't die, which is pretty great.
and you finally got
Yeah.
to use your level
Yeah.
11 abilities.
Wow.
It's
I
only
love
been
attacking.
6 sessions since you guys got this.
What are you talking about? I used my abilities last time when I became an animal.
That's true.
Or 2 sessions ago and ran
You-
down a mountain.
Oh, goodness. Well, it's good to be back. Thank you, everybody,
Mhm.
for showing up.
You're welcome, Danny.
Thank you for
Actually,
having us.
there was a chance we weren't going to have Logan today, so it
This is
worked
true.
out.
Thank Poseidon for the rains.
Thanks,
Mm.
Poseidon.
Thank you, Poseidon. Be sure to leave a coin for Poseidon. Yeah, so at this point, I think, unless things pop up, which it is still the summer, might happen, but I know my super busy time is over. Fingers crossed. So theoretically, we should be back on a bi-weekly schedule at this point. Oh, working at the keep. It's fair enough. Kumbalai's got her spot at the keep. Again, is there going to be 2 Kumbalais? Is one a gardener and somebody's something else? It's just a keep full of Kumbalai.
Honestly, that makes me
Kumbalai
feel
key.
so safe. Like,
Yeah.
I'm totally fine with that.
It's just like what's that spell?
Simulacrum.
Simulacrum. It's just a bunch of simulacrums of Kumbalai.
Love it.
Oh gosh, but yeah, so we should be back to a bi-weekly schedule theoretically. We'll see what happens. Be sure to follow us on Discord. That is the best place to keep up with the schedule happenings and all that. And also, people like to talk D&D and things and and show off dice. I was just paying up to be gardener, but can I be something else too? Am I twins? Wow. We can
Both
talk
named
about it.
Kumbalai.
Yeah, imagine being twins and your parents just named you the same thing.
Kumbalai, I didn't realize that we gave you the gardener role without you paying, but I'm fine. Kum and Balai. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Aw.
Congratulations
I love
on your one we gave you and the one you paid for. All right.
It's buy one, get one free today.
BOGO. All right. Well, that being said, thank you everybody so much. It's so good to be back. And until next time, may you stay happy, stay kind, and as always, play Dicely. And if you haven't already, go subscribe to our YouTube channel in case we do end up over there streaming instead. All right. Let's see who we can raid. I should have been doing that this whole time.